and gentlemen, the Druin, Leongatha, Maffra and Terralbin Football Netball Clubs welcome you here today to the 10th Summer Reserve for the 2016 CRFM Grand Final. I would now like you to ask you to be upstanding for the singing of the National Anthem, this afternoon performed by Gippsland singing sensation 16-year-old Lily Wheeler.
Marriott and it's Bowman in the middle for Leongatha. The 2016 Grand Final is underway. Noble got high, Willis got a hand on it as well. McGrath was the first one. Right foot kick goes high to half forward. A good spoil there by Hutz. Comes to ground level. Now it's Plemming. Whips a handball out to Clossy. Clossy's delivering the football to the wing and he finds Winnie Geishan. He turns around. Right foot kick was smothered but it falls back in his hands. Now it goes to Jones. The draw handball back to Geishan. Right foot kick down the line looking for Petro. He's got two to beat and he can't do so. And on that occasion it's Hayden Brown.
Brown without the long sleeves we've seen him wear all year. Has got his first kick of the game. Goes out to Maskell, both shoulders heavily strapped out there. It's been a terrific recovery for him to be able to take his place in today's grand final. He goes forward to Hilberg. That work rate already going hard all around the ground here. Goes inside 50 for the first time, but the kick is an inaccurate one. It's been picked off here by the Maffra defender in Coleman. Another one who usually wears the long sleeves, Darrell. And he goes short now, finds Sam Walker. He's going to take his time. They're looking to set here. The Leongatha players moving around. They've set up their zone. They've had time to be able to push their backman up forward. Another one's kicked into the man of the mark. The nerves are right on here as we'll have a boundary throw-in 60 metres out from the Leongatha goal.
Not only has Hayden Brown lost the sleeves, he's also lost the beard from last week as well, boys. Yeah. Beautiful, thanks for that, Makey. A quick kick off the ground inside 50 was from Fitzgerald. Close to the boundary line as well, and Hilberg just got pushed over. Ended up on the concrete. He seems to be okay. He's popped up. Didn't really like the treatment that old Pizza Hut's gave him. We're going to boundary throw it inside 50, a low and hard throw in. So Noble hit it straight down towards Coleman. He sweeps a handball out towards, this time it's Adams. His kick around the body just misses Butcher. He has to work hard at ground level now, close to the boundary line. Geishan's kick was smothered, and it was a good one by Tommy Marriott. Boundary throw in, no score, 2 minutes in.
I think Winnie's had 2 kicks so far. Geishan, 3 kicks, 2 of them have been smothered. So he needs to get his effectiveness up here. As the ball will come back into play, around about the same position where it was 1 minute to go. The big men are going to go body on body here. Noble in the front position. He's able to get the tap down. Bowman was there. He got a quick release hand pass. Butcher trying to get the ball forward to Porter. He finds a little bit of space. Rush kick goes forward. There's Hayden Brown. He is sleeveless. He is beardless. But he's out here playing and he's gone inboard. He's found Vernon. The switch is on. He's got Westerway out wide. Uses him well. He's a true centre-half back position. Goes long down the line. Looks for Maskell. One-on-one. Uses the body. Getting the front position though was Jones. He was able to bring it to ground. Plemming now. Long sweeping handball, but the free kick is being paid.
There's a push on Jones, what?
Ball coming back now to Jones. Half-back flank for the Eagles. Goes long down the wing. Looking for Bedgegood to get into the game early. Westerway strong at the back. Just pulled in a nice one-handed mark from over the top. He read the ball a bit better. He's been called to play on. He was a bit slow to move. Got the handball forward to Coyle. Now on to Demont. He goes short. Borshman there looked to be going in. It was McGrath. In the middle of the ground now. Porter got a handball out towards O'Brien. Now on to Butcher. He's going to go inside 50. Tackled hard by Willis. He's dropped the football. That's holding the ball there. Great pressure by the big man.
So Willis took the free kick, hit up Hopkins on the half-back flank now. Hopkins right foot kick to half forward. Good work by Hilberg, good body use. He runs to about 51. Clossy closes, got his kick away. Goes over the top of Maskell. Coleman now for Maffra. Just ease into it. They work the handball to Fleming.
Down the boundary line, thanks to Latrobe Volkswagen. Fair to say that shoulder, Darryl, may not have been fully healed yet by Maskell. Just flew at that one with the one hand.
Yeah, exactly right. Jackson Scott in the middle, sweeps a handball across to Walker. He got it back to Channing. Walker was under the pump. The umpire said play on. Channing again at ground level. Tries to flick one out. Baboon was there. He's on half forward. Marriott goes hard at it. So does Adams for Maffra. Now it flips out this time. It was Fitzgerald who gave it backwards to Vernon, twisting and turning. He took on three of them, did well, but the handball missed the target, and Coleman's been busy early. Drives a right foot kick in it. Into it goes towards half forward.
Coming in, Tamana just tapped the ball forward. Butcher's there, picks up another strong tackle by Willis. Picked up now and run with by Bennett. He's gone along to a vacant goal square, bouncing it through. The first goal through to Maffra today from Mitch Bennett.
You give this man an inch and he'll take a mile. What a great start for young Mitch Bennett. He's had a fantastic year and he's opened the proceedings this afternoon in the 2016 TRFM Grand Final.
And we're coming up to the 5-minute mark of the first quarter on the Harvey Norman Computers Gippsland scoreboard. Harvey Norman's $100 million technology run out is now on. Computers, printers, mobiles, audio, fitness and more. All on sale. Maffra 1 straight 6. Leongatha yet to score.
Down the boundary, thanks to Latrobe Volkswagen.
Channing tried to work it out in the middle, but it was picked off that time by Kelly, who gave it out to Hopkins. Right foot goes inside 50. Here's the first time we see Dunn, and a great strong tackle from Sam Fleming, close to the line. Over it went. I'm going to boundary throw in 45 metres around from Leongatha's goal.
How good was Mitch Bennett? Just that last goal, he was able to weave his way through. Didn't take much space, and he was put it on through to a vacant goal square. This one now picked up out there, looked to be by Channing. He got the rush kick forward. Ball he's in hot contest. Demont just kicks it inside forward 50, but coming in and picking that up is the big man in Huts. He was able just to read the ball out a little bit better. He elects to go short. Of course, the ball is over on the far wing right now. Sorry, the far half back flank. The release kick coming in hard. There was Vernon, but strong hands in front. Trent Noble, he's just pulled that one down. The big man got his hands on the ball early out there. He is a man mountain and strong overhead.
Boys at ground level, do you leave Sam Fleming as that loose man? Who's it going to favour, Leongatha or Maffra early on? Well, Benchgood drove it in forward, and there's that man. He goes back with a flight, and Mitch Bennett takes a strong mark. Great call, Troy Makepeace. May have just been a little bit slow to react there as they got one over the back. Well, we've gone 7 minutes into the first quarter. Maffra currently lead by 6 points. They're 1 straight 6, but they've got a shot on goal. Leongatha yet to score. Bennett has one as he comes in, and he's only about 30 metres out. He gets on his little skip. His left foot shot. Does he have the first two? No, he misses. Minor score.
Unlucky there, Mitch Bennett needed to put that one on through. He is an opportunist. We saw him kick one from 50 just a few moments ago. A little bit inaccurate. When you've got to stop and think about it on grand final day, it becomes just that little bit harder to put them on through. So Hayden Brown kicks the ball back into play. It's a beautiful long kick. Fleming was able there to take the mark. Some good body work, some support around. He just took Verboon out of the contest. It was Adams who was able to use the body well. Fleming just sits this one up to let the big man fly. Noble's there. He gets a fist on the ball. Hot pursuit now. It's on the bottom of the pack, but we're going to have another ball up 40 metres out from Maffra's goal.
Paul Carter, anything standing out early?
Sam Fleming 5 touches so far, Winnie Geeshan 3, and a couple for Hayden Brown.
So inside forward 50, Butcher was there, so was Jackson Scott at ground level. Brown goes hard, no one can get it out. The umpire, he's going to pick a free kick.
Oh, it's going
Maffra's way. Good call, Wong. It was dragged in, they're calling it.
Jackson Scott.
And Hayden Brown is the one they've called for dragging it in. Now, Jackson Scott's going to have a shot on goal. So 8.5 minutes in, 1-1-7 Maffra. And that's on the Harvey Norman Computers Gippsland scoreboard. Leongatha are yet to score.
He's a beautiful kick of the football, Jackson Scott. We saw him kick the first two of the game in the second semi-final, and he was able to kick truly. He's going to come in now from 20 metres out. Pretty tough angle here in the pocket, and he's able to put that one through for a minor score.
Stabbed at it, didn't he?
He did, again, not too dissimilar to what Bennett did earlier. Just the nerves creep in when you hear the crowd noise all around you there. They weren't able to put that one through.
No breeze at ground level, boys? Leongatha about to go coast to coast. It worked its way in Dunn's hand on a half forward. He goes to Maskell. He's got a couple of metres on his opponent. Swings around on the left foot. It pops up in the air. Oh, the youngster couldn't quite mark. He had 3 to beat. Good work there by Coleman. A quick kick out to O'Brien. And he does take the mark as Shem Hawking was closing. Well, the youngster in Patterson, it just sat on his head, didn't it? And they had to wait and prop as the...
Got cleaned up. Looked like a Frosby flop as he got cleaned up there, and some late work there closing from Hawking was he got the spoil there, but was able to hang on to it long enough, Coleman. But as we look around, a few of the defenders' hands on knees, they're blowing early. The intensity is high as Geishan goes long down the wing. Noble's the target, and so he should be the big man. Verboon's the first one to recover, drops the ball out of the pack. Coming in now was Bowman. His kick was smothered, picked up out of the pack by Bennett, gets a rush kick forward. Good spoil from Tamata on Petro. Good use of the body now by Bedgood. He comes in, tapped out by DeMont. He's been called for a throwing.
Yep.
Called for a throw, Lockie DeMont, right on the 50. The free kick goes to Bedgood. Maybe a little bit too far out to score, but he's moving back off the mark. If he can kick this one, this will be a real confidence booster from very close to the man on the mark. The kick is on its way. It's going, it's going, it's gone! It's gone through. Huge goal by Bedgood. Maffra got 2 in a row.
Yeah, great work by Bedgood. He had to make that decision to either give it off early or then take his time. He decided to take the time and put it through from about 53 metres.
And on the Harvey Norman Computers Gippsland scoreboard, Harvey Norman's $100 million technology runout is on now. Computers, printers, mobiles, audio, fitness and more, all on sale. Maffra 2-2-14, leading by that margin over Leongatha, who get the score. We've played almost 11 minutes into the first quarter.
There you go, boys, at ground level. You want Daniel Bedgood to have an impact. He's had one early. Noble, a big tap down to Porter, who couldn't go anywhere, so it just fell in the hands of Geishan, and his kick goes straight to Shem Hawking along half back. As Hawking stops, he comes inboard towards Westaway. Westaway backpedals, looking for a short option again. This time Tamata presents. He has it, he can come further afield. He's looking down the middle part of the ground. He decides to go back to centre half back where Coyle is. He can switch it out wide to DeMont, was one of them. Hawking's the other one. He decides to go to Hawking now, half forward, right foot kicks, a beautiful one. And it hit up Paddy McGrath inside 50, 45 metres out.
Patient football there by Leongatha. They were happy to go sidewards and backwards, maintaining possession. It also stops the momentum that Maffra have been building. Quickly, Paul, as Paddy McGrath's lining up for Leongatha's first score today. How many inside 50s for both sides so far?
Leongatha actually leading at 7-4, Wong at the moment.
Been a lot more effective. Maffra have been inside 4 times. He got 4 scores on the board as Pat McGrath from 49 metres. The kick is on its way. It's not going to quite have the carry as Nobles down there. Couldn't get a fist on it. Quick kick off the ground.
Ooh.
They called for it there. Hilberg remonstrating just slightly with the goal umpire. Thought he got a boot to it, but the umpire said it was touched. 1 behind.
So Adams for Maffra will bring this back in. He goes to the far side, misses the target, but it bounced up nicely for Jolly. He sweeps a handball over the top to Channing. He handballs further afield where Fleming has it. Right foot kick goes inboard. Just missing his target. Had to work hard with Scott in the middle. And his second and third efforts on a strong tackle. Just to cause another stoppage. And after the poor kick, Maffra will take that one, you'd think.
Down to the boundary. Thanks to Latrobe Volkswagen. Boys, Maffra has started the better. Leongatha just not maximising their opportunities inside 50.
Well, football's a bit of a scrubby kick. Westaway has it, gave it to DeMont. DeMont's right foot kick comes out towards this near side. And the change room's where Hopkins marks and then kicks it further afield to find Dunn. Right in front of the Leongatha coaching staff at the moment. 13 minutes have gone, the margin 13 points in favour of Maffra. as Dunn drives it forward. Fly's going to be from Maskell. Fleming was there as well. Ground level. Patterson just got one high over the shoulder. He gave away to Alexander. He got the free kick and played on quickly to Clossy, who delivered it to Walker, to Coleman it is.
Happy with the closing pace there by the young man in Patterson for Leongatha, playing in the grand final, the captain of the under-18s. He was able to make some second and third efforts there as the free kick has gone the way of Tamata. Here on the grandstand side on the wing, goes short to Dunn, takes a mark out in front.
He's getting involved up high, isn't he, Dunn?
He needs to just get himself back into the game, get the confidence up, get himself going. He's going to get another touch here. The kick came from Horton, had another player out wide and Brown and legs to go along. Baboon in front position, coming in was Fleming. Able to get the spoil, he collected the ball. He's also taken his man down there in Reed, a bit slow to get up. But a free kick's been picked out this time, going to Tamata again. He's been quite effective early on, Tamata. He releases the handball back to Brown, goes short. But they're getting in front position was Davey Adams to take the defensive mark for the Eagles, right on his defensive 50.
We're playing a little bit of kick to kick at the moment in this Gippsland League Grand Final, as it's been played between the two arcs in the last couple of minutes. This time it's right in front of us. Jolly has it for the Eagles. Not a great deal of movement down the line. It was a post-up kick looking for Noble, who's the tall target. The good spoil from Leongatha towards the boundary line in front of this massive crowd this afternoon at the Ted Summerton Reserve. And we've travelled 15 minutes into this first quarter on the Harvey Norman Computers Gippsland scoreboard.
It's 13-point lead to Maffra, 2-2-14, to Leongatha 1 behind 1 point.
Ball 70 metres out from Maffra's goal. They're enjoying a 13-point lead right now as the ruckman to go at it. Neither have had a rest just yet as Willis and Noble went at it. Didn't really go to anyone's advantage. Butcher was tackled with it hard. Willis on all fours just got that one out to Marriott. Handball backwards now to Hopkins. Goes out wide, puts Horton under pressure in front position. Another effective spoil coming from the fist of Davey Adams. But they've gained a few more metres here, Leongatha. It's come around right in front of the Maffra's coach's box. The big men to go at it again. Adams is loose out the back if Noble can get it over the back to him, but Willis just grabs it out of the ruck. He's tackled, that's holding the ball. You've got to get rid of it quickly when you're the ruckman and you pull it out of the ruck. He was unable to do it, so Butcher gets a handball onto Coleman. 55 out, takes his measure, kicks it to the top of the goal square. Westaway in front position, got a hand to it, and Brown came through. Vernon has tapped it over for another boundary throw-in deep inside Maffra, attacking 50.
Ball's on the, ball is inside the forward 50, as you said, long for the Eagles. As we've got this boundary throw, it's going to be Tamata up against Petro. Over the back was Willis as a third man, just thumps it his way. Got it towards his defensive 50. Coming in through hard was Vernon, just overran it. Quick kick by Renoy. Willis is there. Can't quite gather it though. On the second time, flips out there to Bennett. There's a whistle on play. And it's going in Leongatha's way, is it? Yeah, it's going to Winston Geeshan, so it was against the Leongatha boys there, and another shot on goal.
Didn't pick what that was for. Makey, did you get anything?
Yeah, I think you'd be right. Paul Carter's nodding his head as Geeshan comes in from 30 yards. He lights it off the boot and he claps. And that is Maffra's third goal of the afternoon. Well, they've started very well 17 minutes into this first quarter.
The Maffra boys have come to play today. They've kicked the first 3 goals. Just working that bit harder around the packs. They're able to get their ball, the ball deep inside their forward 50. Leongatha are going inside 50, but it's mainly going to that 40, 30 metres out. Every time Maffra are going in, they're penetrating deeper, right into the danger zone, 10 to 15 metres out from goal, and they're getting the rewards.
17 minutes into the first quarter, to 19-point lead to Maffra on the Harvey Norman Computers Gippsland scoreboard. Maffra 3-2-20, Leongatha 1 behind, 1 point.
So Willis and Noble in the middle, up they go. This time Noble got it down to Porter, flicks a handball back to Alexander, back to Butcher, and then Butcher got tackled and was called. Holding the ball as good work there by Chrissy Dunn coming in off the half-forward flank for the Parrots. As Dunn, right in the middle of the ground, decides to go to the far side where a long lead presents from Hilberg and hits him on the chest. And it was a great kick and a great strong lead from Aaron Hilberg. He's too far out to score, but he swings around that left foot over the back. Maskell's going to fly. Patterson in the front, couldn't quite mark. Ball at ground level. Patterson recovered well. Tries to get it again. Flicks a handball out. Now they work hard inside their forward 50. Patterson's working hard always. So is Horton. This time Horton flicks a handball. It comes towards Hopkins. Can't gather it. He hits it back to Brown. And Brown has a shot at goal. Has it got the distance? He went to celebration early. And it drifted away and punched through for a minor score.
Yeah, the kick looked good. It just faded away at the last second there from Hayden Brown. He took the kick off a couple of steps, was unable to get it through. Another minor score there to Leongatha. They need to get a settler. They need to get their first goal. One of the concerns is we'll go down the boundary thanks to the Latrobe Volkswagen boys down there. They don't really have that deep target inside their forward 50, the Parrots, right now, because it's obvious that Cade Maskell, he can't get both arms up into the air.
Well, good run by Clossy. He ran through the wing and drove it inside his 50. It goes towards the boundary line, and Westaway was happy to see that go over for a boundary throw in. We've travelled 19 minutes in the TRFN Gippsland League Grand Final this afternoon, and Maffra currently lead it by 18 points.
Makey, we've called it a few times during the season about the basketball style, like around the 3-point line, use the 50-metre line just to keep passing the ball around and wait for that space to open. Ball to come back into play. It is inside the Maffra attacking 50. Over the top was Westaway, got a tap out. Bedgood was there. He was able to sharp the ball. Sliding in on his knees was Jolly. He got the ball out the back. The kick's gone up. Colin flies, unable to bring it down. Players at the bottom of the pack. Butcher is the first one there. Head over the football. Coming through with Demont. He just was able to paddle the ball forward. Handball over the top from Hopkins. Tackled hard. It is hot under pressure out there. That was Fitzgerald, but they're away now through Bowman. Verboon's got 3 to beat. Gets a hand to it. Brings it down the ground. Coming in now there was Reed. He got the ball forward. Porter. Handball onto Hutz. Goes short, but there's Horton. He's able to take the intercept mark and goes out wide. They can run. Shem Hawking with the football. He's got space. Porter in pursuit. Goes inside 50 for Boone. It's a nice looking kick.
Good spoil.
Coming back hard was Reed. He was able just to get a hand in where a hand we thought couldn't go and got the spoil backwards as Fleming mops up.
Yeah, good little kick, Fleming. He found his target out there in David Adams for the Eagles in his back pocket. As Adams now, right foot goes outside 50. A jolly, strong, high and leaping mark in front of his opponent.
It looked like a jolly jumper.
He was his right foot kick goes inboard to Butcher. Hits him up nicely on true centre wing now. Butcher swings around, takes on Willis. Gets a handball away quickly. The run was from Renoy. Renoy's delivery is beautiful. And he hits up Bedgood. He's got a couple on over the top, Bedgood. He got called to play on and kicks into the man on the mark now. He has to work hard to get it back. Fitzgerald closes. Good work by Renoy. Falls back in the hands of Bedgood. He was run down from behind, but he got his handball away. Now they're away, Leongatha. Hopkins delivers out towards Hilberg on his half-back flank. He played on quickly. There's no one down the line. Clossy closes quickly. Hilberg sells some candy, gave it to Vernon, who takes 2 of them on, gets through 2, gets through 3 and 4. Now he gets a handball away. Horton in the middle of the ground, comes out wide, it's 1 on 2. Baboon's got 2 to beat, can he do it? No, he can't. Maskell comes to help now at ground level. Handballs back to Baboon. Baboon goes short, misses the target, and it's all the Eagles. This time, it's Walker, sweeps a handball across to Porter.
Porter goes short, he's got a player out there working hard for him in Jolly. The ball bounces up, he's able to run, he has another bounce here. Hawking comes in to try and affect the spoil, was unable to do so. Out on the far wing, Channing gets a kick over the top to Bedgood. He's looking good early, Bedgood. He's presenting well up the ground in front of Westaway. And he's been able just to see that one over for a boundary throw-in. You could see Baboon was trying to lower the eyes there to McGrath, but outside of that, they had no options inside their forward 50 again, the Parrots.
No, exactly right. The big moment for the Parrots, thanks to Monticello's this afternoon. Big blocks now $52 each, thanks to Monticello's. They need a goal closing late in this first quarter. As Bowman slapped it on his boot towards half forward. Hilberg's working hard. Hutz is right with him. They're not going anywhere. The umpire will cross his arms and ball it up. Down at ground level for the Latrobe Volkswagen. Clearances, Paul Carter. We'll get to that one in a moment if we can. From the stoppage, falls in the hands of Fitzgerald, who just kicks a barrel inside 50 and falls in the hands of Reed.
Clearances this quarter, 6 to Maffra, 4 to Leongatha.
Boys, an interesting one is how many times that Leongatha have just blazed, not just inside their forward 50, but just rushing the ball with their kicks. That is the pressure that Maffra is putting on them. It's also the perceived pressure.
Yep.
It's what they're feeling out there even when they're not completely under the pump. They're just blazing away.
Well, Yeah, absolutely. They certainly would be, Troy. And we've got a boundary throw at the moment. We've travelled 23.5 minutes in the first quarter of this big grand final. There's a massive crowd here at the Ted Sumner Reserve, and at the moment it is Maffra leading by 18 points. The tempo of the play is just sort of swung back Maffra's way after they had it early. Leongatha fought it back. They go inside 50 now though. McGrath takes on the tackler. The football comes out. Now it's in dispute. Running through hard was Clossy. Good work though there by Coleman. His kick got smothered. Falls in the hands of Hilberg. He sweeps the handball out wide. McGrath's under pressure. And that pressure is what you're talking about. These Leongatha boys can't get a shot on goal, let alone hit a target. Maffra pressure again, and Fleming puts one on and got called for holding the ball, and that's what you want to see from the Eagles boys early.
Yeah, been huge, the defence down there. Fleming is always the third man up, able to affect the spoil. That time came in, was able to get the tackle on. Is there a way here as the handball comes from O'Brien to Clossy? He takes a bounce after selling some candy, takes a couple on, gets a little one over the top to Petro. He's gone long down there in the Channing direction up against Brown. Both players just interfered with each other. They weren't able to take clean possession. Borschmann's the first one back there for the Parrots, and he gets a quick kick forward towards Hawking. He couldn't bring in the mark under the pressure of the two Maffra defenders, and we're going to have another ball up, still inside the forward 50 for Maffra. Quickly down to boundary, down to ground level, thanks to Latrobe Volkswagen. Boys, just noticing is the breeze picking up a bit out there.
Paul Carter, some of those defenders had big numbers early on, Fleming and Coleman.
Sam Fleming's had 9 kicks and 2 handballs so far. Michael Coleman, 7 kicks and 3 handballs.
Down to the boundary line, down to Dr. Nick Riviera. Hi everybody, there's a blood war going on down there, Boxer. Where's the blood coming from?
And you're spot on too. Spot on, Nick. Well, Rhett Kelly's the one that comes on for the Parrots. Just gives them a chance to have a bit of a breather in pretty hot conditions out here on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. Great to have your company wherever you may be. It's all thanks to Gippsland Isuzu Ute. This is Gippsland Live. It's the grand final. Play is back underway. 26 minutes gone, first quarter. From the stoppage, a quick kick there from Bowman it was. Got it towards the wing. Working hard is Porter. Flick one out there now to Walker. Trying to flick another handball out. The tackling pressure from Leongatha on this occasion was good. And we're going to ball up just inside the centre square.
Darryl, another blood rule.
And who we got this time?
Paddy McGrath. Hey guys, just noticing down the forward line, looks like Vernon has gone to the forward line. Adams is playing on him, but he's moving himself around to make a 2-on-1 contest all the time with Fleming. He started on the half-back flank, Vernon, but he is now definitely inside the forward 50, trying to create that contest with Fleming.
We'll get the inside at quarter time, but I think you'd have to address that situation with Fleming. He is a dominant player and sets them up from that back half, and that's the one you don't want loose, which he currently has been in this first quarter. From the stoppage, there was a quick kick towards half forward. Demont has to work hard now on his back line. Falls in the hand there of Geishan though. Right foot kick around the body. Bedgood comes out and was in front spot. Just read the ball off the boot of Geishan. And that's what you got to do as a forward. You got to take the opportunities when they come.
Yeah, he was able just to get moving. He had front position. Was able to hold it well up against Westerway. He's going to come in for his second goal here, Daniel Bedgood. We saw him kick one from outside 50 just a little bit earlier. So we know from 40 this will be no worries. The kick is on its way. It's coming back around, but not around enough. Goes through for a minor score. Maffra, maybe just taken the foot away from the throat a couple of times here. Darryl with a couple of those missed opportunities.
We're 28 minutes into the first quarter on the Harvey Norman Computers Gippsland scoreboard. Maffra leading by 19 points, 3-3-21 to Leongatha 2 behind, 2 points.
Tommy Marriott tried to come to the bench. He got turned away. He had to go back out there. From the kick end, it was Bowman who gave it off to Kelly. They got space inboard. He kicks it over the top. Vernon's got some pace. Adams chases. It's just going to sit. It does for Vernon. Great tackle by Adams. Vernon was up to the task though. And in the red time, Leongatha get their first goal through Zach Vernon.
Coast to coast football. That's what they needed to get their first goal. It's come at the 28-minute mark. But they're on the board, and that's the lifter that the Parrots needed. And they'll give them some confidence going into quarter time.
And on the Harvey Norman Computers Gippsland scoreboard, Harvey Norman's $100 million technology run out is on now. Computers, printers, mobiles, audio, fitness and more, all on sale. 13-point lead to Maffra, 29 minutes of the first quarter. Maffra 31, Leongatha 1-2-8.
Bowman got the clearance from the centre work, but only went back as Clossy takes the mark. Right on the quarter time siren here at Moe in the TRFM Gippsland League Grand Final. And
that's going to come through using the ball a whole lot better than what they did that quarter. The pressure was huge from Maffra as the umpire holds the ball aloft. Throws it up here, Noble and Willis go at it. Noble got the tap down, Marriott tried to get the handball out, was smothered. Bowman's tackled hard as he picked it up, caught one high. He was the best possession getter in the first quarter, I think, for the Parrots. As we will cross to Paul Carter in just a moment to get an update on that as they go inside forward 50. The Parrots coming in with hard was Hutz. Horton put the tackle on there. McGrath's there also. We'll have a ball up inside the forward 50 for the Parrots. Paul, a couple of the key movers in the first quarter.
Sam Fleming had 11 disposals, Michael Coleman 10, Cal Porter 7, along with Winston Geeshan also 7.
Noble got the tap out of that ruck work inside the 50, but now we're on the right on the attacking 50 now for Leongatha. The umpire will ball this one up again.
And for Leongatha, Luke Bowman had 7, Zach Vernon and Josh Hopkins 5 apiece.
Bowman was very good thanks to the Sale Greyhounds. Down at ground level. Yeah, you're exactly right, Troy. You've got to try and make them accountable as they look for that switch across the ground from Hayden Brown. Certainly gives them that width as Willis pushes Big Noble out. Now he has to do the groundwork. Porter's there as well. Head over, it was Vernon. Football still in dispute. Channing goes at ground level. Lots of numbers around this pack and no other option but to ball it up again. A bit of a stalemate just inside a minute and a half of this second quarter. We've got a 13-point margin in favour of the Eagles. From the stoppage, Porter does well. Sweeps a handball out to Noble. His handball missed the target. Coleman was there. Close to the boundary line it is. The umpire lets the play go. McGrath at ground level, quick kick out from that pack, goes inside 50, Mascal has it, hard up on the boundary line, tries to take on Fleming, left foot kick to the top of the square, over the back, the boom's going to fly, play on said the umpire, good work by Reid, handballs out to Clossy, Clossy takes one bounce as he takes off, he takes two, Hawkins closes, and Clossy just handballs it out of bounds, and the umpire says no, it's all fair, and we'll have a boundary throw in. Yeah, it is Fitzgerald. Play now resumes. Over the back was Bowman. He's had a good first quarter. McGrath gave it back to Bowman who missed it. Coming through was Scott. Sweeps on out to Porter. Porter's kick goes over the top. It goes high. Geeshan can't mark. Now they crash in again. Scott just copped one high from his own teammate. No one can gather it. Good work again by Jackson Scott. Right foot kick out towards O'Brien. Have to trap it at ground level. Taps it backwards now to Bennett. His left foot kick to half forward. Petro can't quite mark it. Good spoil. They got numbers at ground level again, and Bennett's going to go.
Bennett goes short, finds Butcher, has to turn and go. Kick wasn't regulation. He's gone forward, he's found Petro just the 15 metres. Goes, he's got a loose man inside there. He's got Channing. He's found him 35 metres out, tight angle. Great work there by Maffra under pressure. Their ability to keep possession and continue to hit up a player. It's resulted in Lockie Channing taking a mark inside forward 50. He'll be having a shot from 40 metres out on a very tight angle. They are a lot more efficient, putting their head over the ball, a lot harder at it as Channing has a shot, goes through it, he hikes it, they're up and about Maffra. They've kicked the second here, in the second quarter they are up and about, the lead has gone right out now. Time for Leongatha to start to get some pressure on the game.
Well, absolutely, as the breeze starts to pick up as well here at the Ted Sumner Reserve, but it's been all Maffra so far in this grand final.
And on the Federation Training scoreboard, mid-year enrolments are now open for courses. Visit federationtraining.edu.au. It's a 19-point lead to Maffra at the 3-minute mark of the second quarter. Maffra 4-3-27, Leongatha 1-2-8.
Just off the play, boys. Paddy McGrath's inside the centre square at the moment after a bit of a tussle. Did you see what happened? Well, Willis again crashes into Noble. Noble gets a hand on it though. Good work in the middle. Flicks out to Horton. Coming through the other way was Channing. He dropped the football and he won himself a free kick for holding the man. It was just professionally done then, wasn't it, by Lockie Channing?
Yeah, Willis, he wrapped the big arms around, but he couldn't get him off quick enough like a big anaconda. They just wrapped him up, but the kick has been intercepted by Tamata. He goes short. He's got Horton, finds him at the true centre half back position. A 19-point lead so far to Maffra. 4 minutes played in this second quarter. He goes out a bit wider. He finds out there Westaway. Not a lot of movement. Westaway that goes long. There's Fleming. Front position was Maskell or McGrath. McGrath picks up the ball. Handball's out now. Quick kick by Verboon. Looking for Hilberg to be working, but Channing comes in and chops it off. Plays on quickly to Hutz, who goes long down the line. He's got Coleman. They've got players on here. Coleman turns and goes inside forward 50, and he finds on the long lead. Coming out was Bedgegood. He is hard up on the boundary line. Noble screaming for the ball in the middle of the ground. Ignores that. Goes short of Petro, but coming in and getting the hand on that one was Borshman. Was able to get the golden fist in there to stop that one from being marked. And now he goes short and finds Verboon.
And Verboon caught one over the shoulder as well from Porter. There's no 50 though. And exactly what Troy Makepeace just said about the lack of run from Leongatha, where on the flip side, Maffra, just a couple of moments ago when Channing took the mark and he played on quickly. Now that's the difference. Exactly right. So the youngster had it in Cade Patterson. He kicked it inboard to Willis. Now Willis transfers play right across the far side. There's a good shepherd by Chris Verboon that allowed Horton to mark it and play on quickly. His tumbling punt goes inside forward 50, looking for Hilberg, close to the boundary line. He keeps it in front of Hutz, and now Hutz just pushes him over. And we've got a boundary throw in. Well, that was better work on the far side by Leongatha. They had the numbers, they just worked it out a little bit more cleanly.
Well, we know they play their best football when they're moving it quickly, but Maffra have been stopping that right now. As we look at this contest now, how many players have run over, just crowding it here, 40 metres out from the Leongatha line as McGrath came third man up, got the tap out, there's Fleming again. A little kick, didn't go quite for 15. Jonesy tackled hard, he's dropped the ball. Verboon is the tackler, he's going to go back and have a shot for goal. 15 metres out directly in front, Monticella's big moment. The captain is standing up, he's saying, follow me boys, I'm going to get you back into this game. And Verboon will come in and he'll have a shot directly in front. Great pressure there, Darryl.
It's just the awareness, wasn't it? Patrick Jones didn't know what was around him, and Verboon closed quickly. He's directly in front. They need this. They trail by 19 points to the Parrots towards the South Street end, and he puts it straight through the middle. And is that the spark that the Parrots need as Chris Verboon gets his first of the afternoon?
Well, they turned the tables there on the pressure. The Parrots are able to get themselves a free kick directly in front of goal. And they've put it on through. That could be the one they need to lift into this game.
And it's a 13-point lead to Maffra at the 7-minute mark of the second quarter on the Federation Training scoreboard. Mid-year enrolments are now open for courses. Visit federationtraining.edu.au. Maffra 4-3-27 lead. Leongatha 2-2-14.
So Willis and Noble. Noble's had the better of the two ruckmen, Paul.
Noble has had 13 hit-outs to 7.
We'll make that 14 as he put it down their way, but Horton picked it off for the Parrots, gave it out towards Marriott, couldn't quite get it. Working hard at ground level was Jolly. Head over the football, lots of committed footballers out there on a day like today. You need to be to win flags, and that's what it's all about. The umpire will ball this one up inside the centre square again. Noble, this time hits it 25 metres his way, got it outside the square. Coming off the line was Coyle, closing quickly was Renoy. Coyle, they got his handball away. Fitzgerald took on a tackler or two, and usually when that happens, the umpire says that's holding the ball. And exactly what happened is Porter wins it for the Eagles.
Cal Porter 70 metres out. He's taking his time, allowing the Leongatha defenders to flood on back. He elects to go long, he just sits this one up. He's got Petro and Bedgegood down there to fly. Petro appealed for the free kick and was unable to get it. Picking it up there was...
Free kick.
The free kick's gone that way to Horton. It was Horton who picked that up. He's just calling for his players to move. Yells out to Tamata to turn around. He does. Receives the football. He's got players on ahead. Goes out there to Kelly. Drops one he should have taken. Allows Butcher to come in. Maskell tries to put on the big hit on Butcher. All players committed, head over the football. And we're going to have another ball up here.
Gee, that was a big clash, wasn't it, with Butcher and Maskell? Absolutely, and Butcher's head at the same time. Ball up, half forward flank for the Eagles. Good little work by Butcher, quick little kick. Nice little death tap out there from Scott, who was able to get around and did a right foot check side. Over the back, the big fly from Benchgood, couldn't mark. Kelly took on the tackler again. The umpire said no opportunity on this occasion.
Guys, just watch around this this stoppage here. Marriott and Alexander. Alexander is wearing him like a glove. He's just got the hand on him all the time, does not leave him, doesn't look at the football. He's just wearing him hard. That's why Tommy Marriott hasn't had the influence that we thought. Right on cue, he grabbed the ball, was tackled hard by Alexander, and we're going to have another ball up.
Quick around the grounds, thanks to Solomon's Flooring. Next to National Tiles, A-grade netball at quarter time. Terrelbin leading 15 and Druid at 10.
Leongatha did take out the B-grade premiership there a little bit earlier on as Marriott just slapped that ball forward only as far as Channing. He's able to get this ball to bend around just inside the line as Benchgood taps that one over for another boundary throwing. 4-3-27 Maffra, 2-2-14 Leongatha. 10 minutes played here in the second quarter.
Ball comes back into play, works out towards Jackson Scott. He sweeps the handball over the top looking for Petro, couldn't get it. He has to go again. Scott Hopkins now took on Hutz, and the umpire said again, no opportunity, my ball. Very quick on the whistle on that occasion. Still inside the attacking 50 though for the Eagles. They lead it by 13 points. Willis had a fresh airy, falls out there to Coyle. Now Bowman works at ground level, sweep front over the back, looking for Tamata. Renoy's got pace, we know how good he is. Close to the boundary line, right foot around his body, right to the goal square. Now it's rushed through for a minor score. Cade Renoy, how quick is he?
Oh, I love the work of Cade Renoy, just working hard off the ball, got himself into the right position. A lively type, still playing the under 18s with Gippsland Power. We know those guys have got a lot of fitness here. As Leongatha will bring this ball back into play. They go long looking for Verboon. Clossy has to come over the top. Verboon, strong hands in front, wastes no time, plays on Horton. Under pressure, handballs over to his man there, not looking in Patterson. Comes backwards, Hopkins charged on through, Fleming with the football. He's tackled hard by 2 or 3 Parrots. He's unable to get it out. We're going to have another ball up, 60 metres out. Maffra is attacking end. They're doing all the attacking, 14-point lead in favour of the Eagles as Willis got that one down. Channing was able to shark it off, tackled hard. He was crunched by 2 big men there and Willis.
And Marriott.
So a little bit of push and shove here. Boys, down the boundary line, thanks to Latrobe Volkswagen. You'd be looking for some help to come towards Marriott, wouldn't you, to try and pick off the tagger?
Finally, there's a free kick inside 50 for the Eagles. It goes to Jackson Scott, who just got one over the shoulder. 12 and a half minutes. It's been a real arm wrestle in this second quarter. He plays on quickly. The umpire said bring it back. And that went through for a minor score, that kick from Tom Jolly, I think it was. But the umpire said bring it back. It's going to Jackson Scott. He's right on 50. The breeze is minimal down at ground level. Okay, so Scott though, he plays on, he handballs backwards to Adams, now from 50, he got the kick smothered, good work by McGrath, Mascal put a head over it, falls in the hands of Renoy, free kick, goes back to Mascal who got one over the shoulder.
All the players from Leongatha who are all around the contest now have to break away, all in the front half of the ground here, so he lets it go long there, Noble by himself. Free kick's been picked out, holding off the ball. It's going towards Verboon. It was called on Hutz. Noble was there all by himself, so the free kick is reversed. It's gone to Verboon. He goes short to McGrath, handball on down to Bowman. Runs into the middle of the ground, but there are Maffra defenders back there in numbers. The bad bounce though goes over the top. Walker is there, but a free kick's been picked up by Adams. He was the first one to the ball. He was pushed in the back. Again, boys, down the boundary, thanks to Latrobe Volkswagen, just seeing that every time Leongatha are going inside that forward 50, there are more Maffra defenders.
Well, here they go again. It was a long kick from Mascal who played on. It went through for a minor score. So on the Federation Training scoreboard, 14 minutes of this second quarter.
We have a 13-point lead to Maffra, 4-4-28 to Leongatha, 2-3-15.
As we go around the tracks, thanks to Solomon Flooring at the National Tiles in Traralgon, race 5 was held a little bit earlier there, the 1,000 Guineas Prelude, and Legless Vavuve won that one from the Luna Rossa and Sword of Light. So it was 14, 4 and 6 were the numbers in race 5 at Caulfield, and coming up in a few moments, race 6, the Caulfield Guineas Prelude.
Thanks very much, Kenny Calendar. As
No worries, Cheryl.
as there's a free kick inside forward 50, and it looks like to be Cade Maskell out there. He's hard up on the boundary line. He's probably about 45 metres out. 14 minutes in the second quarter. They trail by 13 points, but it's been Maffra all day so far. Leongatha haven't had the clean run at it so far. They need a spark. Could this be it? It'll be a great goal from the boundary line as Maskell comes in. A shot is on its way. It's to the goal line. A big pack forms. Big spoil falls down. Now it gets rushed through for a minor score. Well, they're peppering away. The last inside forward 50s up, only resulting in behinds. Paul Carter.
They've had the last 3 inside 50s, and it's a 12-point lead to Maffra at this stage on the Federation Training scoreboard. Maffra 4-4-28, Leongatha 2-4-16.
Leongatha have been able to set up their zone, which has forced the Maffra players to go out wide. It's gone out of bounds on the full. The kick was a little bit too much there coming off the boot of Adams. He was looking for Geishan. Another free kick, this time for out of bounds on the full, going the way of the Parrots from a similar position from where Cade Maskell had his last shot. It was Vernon. He goes in towards the top of the goal square. Flying high there over the top was Hilberg, but another rush behind off the fist of Reed for Maffra. So they're locking it in here. They've been able to set their zone up, the Parrots. They're able to hold it in when almost gone 16 minutes. 4-4-28 Maffra, 2-5-17 Leongatha.
When it's going your way though, Wong, you need to take every advantage, don't you? You must capitalise and get 6 points at least.
Well, they've forced him out to the same point again here, Maffra. If they've kicked it in and it's been turned over. The mark there looked to be taken by Vernon, the intercept mark. So he's going to have another shot. That's been 3 shots in a row from a similar position here. And let's see if they're able to get this one a little bit better. We'll aim it out wide towards the right goalpost. As the kick comes in from Vernon, he just sits it up to the top of the goal square. Hilberg to fly over the top there was Maskell. Was unable to get his hands to it. McGrath this time rushes it through for another minor score to the Parrots. But Darryl, I don't mind. I know they've got to maximise their opportunities, but they are taking away the momentum of Maffra. And now they're able to get a bit of scoreboard pressure. If they can get a goal right here, they're going to make it very interesting in the second half.
It's a big if though, Wong, for me. They're just not being clean enough as they go inside forward 50. And again, Maffra go out wide, but this time was a big mark by Mitch Bennett on his half-back flank. There's a big pack that formed. 17 minutes have gone. As Bennett has it, half-back, he drives it down towards the wing, looking for Noble. It's a good option. Noble couldn't quite mark it on the second one. Jolly does well, spins around. His right foot kick goes close to the boundary line, and it goes too far out of bounds on the full. Troy Makepeace down the boundary line, or Box Lachino down at the ground level. Thanks to the Troy Volkswagen. I actually thought he did okay at the ground, and Maffra go forward again. Coleman took on the tackler, but Coyle, the good defensive work. Now he relieves the pressure, found Fitzgerald, half-back flank. Comes back inboard, it was Kelly it was, to Horton who flicked it across now to Borshman. He got dumped after he kicked the football. And this as it goes inside forward 50 for downfield. And it's going to go in the way of Chris Verboon.
How much is this breeze blowing into Verboon here, boys, down at ground level? Because he is a thumping kick of the football. So he's kicked. So kicking from to the South Street end, he'll need to be aiming this one out at the right goalpost, Makey. So he's coming in now. The run-up has started. He's from just inside the centre square, runs to 50. The kick is on its way. He kicks it out towards that right goalpost. Coming around, he's put it on through. The captain's kicked the last 2 goals for the Parrot. He's lifting his team.
Oh, great work. He's got 2 in a row in this second quarter. Chris Verboon, a much needed goal, and right on cue, as you mentioned, a couple of moments ago. They took advantage, they got the goal, the margin back to 4 points.
And on the Federation Training scoreboard, mid-year enrolments are now open for courses. Visit federationtraining.edu.au. That's right, Darryl, just a 4-point margin at the moment at the 19-minute mark of the second quarter. Maffra 4-4-28 to Leongatha 3-6-24.
Down the boundary line, thanks to Latrobe Volkswagen boys. Maffra have dominated the play. Their lead's now been cut down to 4 points.
Well, football at half forward. Jolly gave it backwards to Alexander, who just fumbled. Now Butcher cleans it up. Quick kick over the top. It was touched, so play on was the call. Marriott put his teammate under pressure, Horton, but he got one over the shoulder. A little bit overzealous from Butcher.
The one way to beat the tag is to get the running game happening, and if Leongatha can get that happening, then that'll bring Tommy Marriott back into the game, will bring Shem Hawking and Chris Dunn. The fact that this game is very stop and start is working into the hands of the defenders, being able to always know where their man is.
But yeah, exactly. The ball's now in the middle. Dunn's there. Right foot kick. It's a wobbly one, but it might come off Baboon again. Takes the mark inside 50. Right on the 50, I should say. Chris Baboon, he's got 2 goals so far. And his side trailed by 4 points. For the first time in the game, he's looking for the lead. And this will be some sort of turnaround as Maffra has all the play in the first 2 quarters of this big grand final. As Chris Baboon comes in right on 50. Right foot kick. It's on its way. The Breeze has just held it up the last moment. Play-on's a call. Didn't quite score. And now Fleming goes close to the boundary line and allows it to go over for a boundary throw-in. Good spoil by Noble on the goal line.
Well, we spoke about the master stroke in the second semi-final going forward. In the grand final, it could be Baboon going forward, of course. The centre half back of the interleague side, he's the centre half back of the Gippsland TRFM Gippsland League side. He is known to play in that role, but he's playing well as a centre half forward right now. As closely, he just takes that one out of the contest, gets it over to Porter, gets a quick kick, comes in, the intercept mark has come through, he's picked up a quick snap. The ball is floating, done in the goal square one-on-one. Was unable to take the mark. The kick had come from Borshman. Was able just to break through the pack. They got all the run here, Leongatha. 21 minutes played here in the second quarter. 4-4-28 Maffra, 3-7-25 Leongatha. That's on the Federation Training scoreboard. And they're going kicking to the same spot again here, Darryl. They've had 3 turnovers, but he's gone a bit longer this time, Adams.
Well, he did. Over the back was Brown, who couldn't quite mark. Now Jolly swoops on it close to the boundary line. I just think with that Breeze, they're obviously going that direction so they don't get a shot on goal coming back the other way.
Big quarter from Dale Horton. He's had 8 disposals this quarter.
Well, he was certainly challenged at quarter time, as we heard from the boys on the boundary line. Bo Vernon, the coach of Leongatha, wanted his key players to lift. He was one of them. Clossie from the stoppage gave it to Noble, who sweeps one out wide. This time Geeshan has it. His little kick over the top for Bedgood. Missed him though. Brown works hard, but the boundary line beats them both to it. And over it goes. 22 minutes have gone. Second quarter. The score here is Maffra 4-4-28. They're leading Leongatha 3-7-24, but it's been Leongatha this quarter, Wong.
Yeah, neither side has really been able to open up and get their game going. It's all been hard grunt work to be able to get the ball forward. It's going to be interesting to see in the second half what way the coaches choose to play this game and whether it will open.
Free kick from the stoppage, Wong.
Free kick, Willis just grabbed Noble when he didn't have the ball and threw him down. So Noble now on the half forward flank from Maffra has kicked it up and under to let the guys sit. Coming in high was Tamata, he got a fist on the ball. Picked up by Geeshan on the boundary line. His kick was smothered, he got it back, but he stepped over the line. There'll be 3 smothered kicks from Winnie Geeshan today. He's getting the ball tight in the clinches.
Certainly is, and of course 23 minutes have gone now. Paul Carter, you mentioned a couple of the key stat winners so far. And Luke Bowman's been very good again.
And Bowman had 7 in the first quarter, another 4 this quarter. Sam Fleming, just the 1 this quarter, boys, after 11 in the first.
Well, Zach Vernon's gone to him as well, so another good move. Both coaches are having a bit of an impact on this game this afternoon as the ball comes back into play. Good work by Willis, got it towards Horton at defensive 50. McGrath was there, sweep one over the top to Bowman, left foot kick around the body looking for touch, and he's found it. Maffra appeal for deliberate, the umpire said no, get stuffed, I'm umpiring, you playing.
Noble got the tap out over the back. Tackled hard this time was Walker. So another stoppage here, far wing here. Ted Summoner reserve. Beautiful day for football as McGrath gets a rush kick forward. But only as far as the defender from Maffra in Adams. He was able to take the mark. So he plays on, he kicks it long back down the wing. Looking for Noble to fly, he does over the top Hopkins. He read it a whole lot better.
He's not as tall as Noble.
No, he's given away about 1.50 kilos. But he was able to read the ball and took the mark overhead. He goes in short, puts his man under pressure there in Vernon. Coming up hard against Adams. Tapping it forward now is Coleman up against the boundary line. Big, what are you talking about? Willis puts on the afterburners. He's unable to catch him. Petro's in front position. Handball wasn't on. Tried to get it sideways to Scott. Puts his man under pressure. Now we're going to have a ball up. He just needed to take the ball then, Petro, and just relax. Go back, set it up. He had players inside forward 50. He had a one-on-one there with Bedgegood and Westaway. But he just tried to move the ball, the momentum. Strange things happen in grand finals due to the pressure, Darryl.
Yeah, absolutely. As Willis again takes the ruck work. Inside defensive 50, it's an interesting one, isn't it? When it goes inside defensive 50, Willis takes the ruck work up against Petro, and Noble just drifts off that one kick behind the play. And Willis is doing a power of work. He'll do that all afternoon. It'll be interesting to see come that last quarter who has the influence between the two big men, Wong.
The traditional big man style of the big man down there in Trent Noble, the one kick behind the play, playing the defensive role as Petro just pushes Willis off the ball. His handball went sideways, didn't find his target, so Horton comes out of the pack with it. He's kicked it long to where Noble is. There's a 3-on-1. Plenty comes out over the top. He's the loose man down there. And he's tackled hard on the ground. Players are desperately trying to get this ball forward. The umpire calls play on, but not this time. It's going to be locked up. The umpire's letting it go just a little bit longer. He's flapping out there like I generally do out the front of Harvey Norman as the flappy man. That's my job, pal. You've got the whistle. I bring in all the fans from the sales.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a big body player, Makey. Like the way the reference back to North Melbourne has also worked into that. Just signing down footy cards on the boundary line again, Troy Makepeace. Get around him, kids.
We've got a boundary throw in now. Noble will come in to do the ruck work up against Willis. They're the two. No third man up on this occasion. Ball, though, fell in the hands of Bowman. We kicked it around the body. No one can mark it at half forward. Coming out there was Hutch, took on the tackler, and he wasn't going anywhere, had no opportunity. And the umpire will ball it up. Half forward flank, 26.5 minutes have gone. It's a 3-point margin. It's been a real defensive arm wrestle so far in the first two quarters here at Moe. As again, Noble and Willis tap it towards the boundary line. And they say, let's do this one again, boys.
There's been a lot of contests out there. That takes the toll. It's not so much the work rate getting around the ground. It's the fact that you're just wrestling the whole time, trying to get the advantage, trying to get the hand to it first. As the big men are going to go at it again, the two big dinosaurs out there, just getting themselves set. They're able to get just a bit of wrestling. The umpire has called it a holding free kick. It's going the way of Noble. Pretty tough one to call. Both players were holding each other quite hard. But Noble's got the free kick here. 27.5 minutes played. There's only been the 3 goals scored in this quarter. It's not going to go too much longer. In front position down there is Brown, and he takes the intercept mark for the Parrots.
So Brown decides to come in board. Fitzgerald now takes a mark. He sweeps a handball out wide to Bowman. His kick was a bit of an up and down one. Coming out though was Baboon. Good spoil. Hutz is back there to relieve the pressure. Gave it to Adams. Now his left foot kick. Looking for Jolly. Can he take the mark? Great spoil by Hawking. And the umpire set a free kick. Play on the advantage. Clossy gave it across to Jolly. Jolly drives it inside forward 50. Bennett's going to fly. It's Scott over the back. And a great work going back with the flight is Jason Tamata in front of Jackson Scott. And a strong defender's mark for the Parrots.
Kept his eye on the ball the whole time. It was always his. Great work there by Tamata. He got it onto Hopkins. He's got it onto Willis. He's got players on in the midfield. He sells a bit of candy, the big man around Noble. They're up and about the Parrots. Probably went the wrong option. He had 3 players on in the midfield and instead he went long. But Vernon, he's able to just dribble the ball forward, gets a little one over the top. Done! Comes in hard up on the boundary. He's got players inboard. He's not going to get there when you're the league leading goal scorer, Darryl, and you take a mark inside forward 50. What do you do?
Well, you have a shot at goal, but this is the worst pocket to have a shot from currently at the moment. with this breeze coming directly into his face here at Maui, but
I'll go to back him.
yes, he is the leading goal scorer for a reason. Marriott gives him an option. Dunn didn't even look at him. As Dunn comes in, must be close to half time. They trail by 3 points. Dunn, shot is on its way. He kept it skinny. Really tough shot with a breeze and a minor score.
Good for his confidence though, Chris Dunn, to take a mark inside forward 50. He's being worked over again. He's having to lift his work rate. Just getting the hands on the football. As a small forward, he's a confidence player. He's not going to be too far off.
And on the Federation Training scoreboard, it's a 2-point lead to Maffra, 4-4-28 to Leongatha, 3-8-26.
The kick, guess what, went to that far side. They've done that all afternoon in this second quarter. No one could take the mark though. Football still in dispute. Trying to crash through there was Bowman. And close to the boundary line. Again, we've got another stoppage, another boundary throw-in. 29.5 minutes have gone. And as we said, 2-point margin in favour of the Eagles at the moment. Football is about to come back into play. It will be Noble and Willis again. We'll hear this a lot this afternoon. Noble just put it straight down, but there goes the half-time siren. And it's been an entertaining first half of football. A real defensive battle between these two sides. And of course at half-time we have the kick for cash. We'll get to that a little bit later on. But it is Maffra leading 4-4-28. They're leading Leongatha 3-8-26 at half-time. It is Gippsland Live on TRFM. And it's a Miles and Smiles sale on right now at Gippsland Isuzu Ute. They've got free first-year scheduled servicing on all 4x4s. They're at 18 Saskia Way, Morwell, and on CT 10285. Alright, keep an eye on it as the game progresses. Third quarter about to get underway. TRFM Gippsland League Grand Final on TR thanks to Isuzu Ute. And the first clearance of the third quarter goes to Marriott. What a good clearance it was. He drove it long and deep inside 50. Got it close to the boundary line. And now over it goes. Wong, that's how you start the third quarter.
Yeah, get up there and get that ball out. But Noble flew up high. He got the knee right into the breadbasket there of Willis. But they were able to shark it out. A bit of celebrity watch going on, Daryl. Three-time premiership coach, or four-time premiership coach, Alistair Clarkson, is here at the Ted Summerton Reserve, also here today. But Noble in front position, got the tap down, the ball comes out. Leading the charge there was Bennett. Was unable to get it. Marriott's now had 2 kicks in a row, and that one's gone out of bounds on the full. But he's getting his boot to the ball, which means he's getting rid of his hard tag, which he's had for the first half of this game.
Boys at ground level, thanks to Latrobe Volkswagen. The Leongatha defenders have rolled very high. Well, football has gone again out of bounds on the full for the Maffra side, and they got the kick, and it goes in the way of Bennett, who drives it towards the wing, looking for Butcher, who couldn't mark. He's spoilt though. Ground levels McGrath over to Marriott. They flick a handball over the top. Working hard though was Coleman. The underground handball doesn't quite come off. It falls in the hands of Coyle. He's able to put it back in towards Leongatha territory. Now Baboon comes out. Clossy is there as well. Going in hard out there again was Clossy. Finds Coleman, who falls over. They gang tackle him now, and the umpire says, my ball. Will ball it up, half forward flank for the Parrots.
A lot of contested footy already, Daryl. We've only played just 2 minutes here into the third quarter. They've been able to lock the ball though with their forward half here, Leongatha, as this one is balled up right up hard against the boundary line. Willis just slaps that one back into the heart of the play. It's picked up there by Channing. He's able to take it. He gets a handball forward. Finds his player there in O'Brien, goes over the top, Petro off the ground, quick handball over to Butcher, put him under pressure. O'Brien just had to kick it off the ground. Coming out was Brown to meet O'Brien. They got 3 defenders here. Willis is also there. Geishan just picked the ball up though. He kept his feet well. Came out now to Scott, gets a handball backwards, finds Alexander. Kicks it inside forward 50. Bennett's go up against Coyle. Good work there by Coyle, front position. A juggling mark. He was able to wrap that one up. Just a little bit too tall, a little bit too strong in front of Bennett. He was able to take the strong defensive mark, but nobody's really moving for him. He kicks it out wide to Hawking, spots him up. He's got a player on ahead, it's Horton. He takes him out. He's got another one there in Hilberg. This is better play by the Parrots. They're starting to link it up. He's got Baboon up. If he can use him, he does. Gets it over plenty and hot for a shoot. Baboon takes a mark right on forward 50. Dunn's down there, putting on the lead. Out comes Maskell. It's a nice looking kick. Needs a fly. Got both arms up. Coming in now was Hilberg front and centre. Got the ball forward, picked up by Fitzgerald, snap it, goal. It's a long way wide. Goes about 10 metres out past the point post for another out of bounds on the full. That's 3 out of bounds on the full so far in this third quarter. We've only played 3 minutes, Darryl.
Yeah, absolutely. And the other thing that we've noticed too, just a couple of times now, Leongatha have been able to go coast to coast. They haven't capitalised and put the score on the board, but it is just starting to open up a little bit for them, isn't it? We saw it a little bit in that second quarter as the kick from Maffra fell in the hands of Bowman, and he gave away a free kick though.
Free kick was against Willis for shepherding off the ball, stopping Noble from going to the contest.
So Noble now, his right foot kick to the wing, looking for Butcher, puts one hand up and a beautiful mark. And what I saw was a big moment, and there's the, should have been a 50-metre penalty as Butcher now puts it in. It's 1-on-1, Bedgood, good spoil by Westerway. Football now in dispute, Westerway does well. Flicks a handball out towards Marriott, he's been working overtime. Oh, keeps his feet nicely. Tries to get a handball out to Westerway and coming the other way, it's a free kick surely. The umpire said play on. Now the ball goes back towards the boundary line and over it goes. Great work by Butcher in the middle part of the ground.
Desperation by Butcher.
It certainly was ground level, thanks to Latrobe Volkswagen. No, well, I think he rolls back behind the play, certainly when it goes in there forward 50 boxer, so that's his rest pretty much. I think Ben Willis is the one that you need to have a little bit more concern about.
Yeah, he's moving a whole lot more around the ground, Willis. Again, he wins the tap out there, Willis just slaps it forward, done. Pulls it out between 2 defenders from Maffra, goes forward, Fleming back. He went back with courage, but he spoiled his own man. Dunn followed up, got a handball over the top of Boone. He gets a kick forward, Hilberg's 1-on-1 with Hutz. Body well done, plays on quickly, Hilberg, he's kicked it. The Parrots have hit the front for the first time today.
Great work, and again we saw it go coast to coast from the half-back line all the way into the Parrots forward line. And on the end of it, well, we know that man has a big motor. Aaron Hilberg worked hard back to the goal square and was rewarded with his first goal of the afternoon.
And on the Gippsland Isuzu scoreboard, as you say, first lead of the day to Leongatha. We've played 5.5 minutes into the third quarter. Leongatha 4-8-32 now lead Maffra by 4 points. Maffra up 4-4-28.
Down the boundary, thanks to Latrobe Volkswagen, making ominous signs here from Maffra. Leongatha are getting their running game going. Bowman gets the centre clearance, kicks it forward, but picked up well there by Adams. Nearly an intercept there. Quick kick came out though, finds O'Brien. He's still in his defensive half. Channing slipped over at the wrong time. Marriott leads the chase in front of Petro. Well picked up by Marriott. He gets around 2 or 3. Gets a handball forward. Puts his man under pressure there. It was Kelly. So we're going to have a boundary throw in right in front of the Leongatha coach's box here. But the Parrots, they're building down, they are starting to gain some momentum.
Yeah, they certainly are. And look, right now, Marriott on Calvert Porter. You wanted that matchup at the start of the game. We've got it right now. As the 2 ruckmen work out, Noble just took it out the ruck, gave it to Channing, right foot kick around his body, got down the line, close to the boundary line. Now it's in front of Maffra's interchange booth.
So this is where it hurts. They've just had one contest, the ruckman, and now they've got to push up another 40 metres to another. Noble is clearly winning the dominant hit-outs here, but it's just starting to take a toll on the big men. You can see they're getting quite tight as again Noble wins that one down to Porter, gets a quick snap forward. Coyle, the golden fist, he's been good early in this quarter, picked up by Scott, he goes forward, there's bench, good front position, takes a strong mark out in front. He's going to be having a shot 15 metres out, almost directly in front.
I really liked his work this afternoon. As a deep forward, you've just got to be in front at the right time and work hard to get to that front spot. He did that. He's got to go back and kick the goal now, and he's sprayed it and he's missed it. And that is costly. You take your chances when you go forward. And a minor score on the Gippsland Isuzu scoreboard. The Miles of Smile Sailors on right now.
It's now a 3-point lead to Leongatha, 4-8-32 to Maffra 4-5-29.
Now they need to just lock it in there, the Maffra side, down the boundary line, thanks to Latrobe Volkswagen.
You're right there, making 5 touches in those 7 minutes.
Baboon strong in front. Took another great mark. Kelly gets tackled. He got his handball away. Picked up by McGrath. Got it out now to DeMont. He's come back on after that hamstring complaint. He's picked it out wide in Hopkins. He brings it back in board, looking there for Kelly. He takes a mark on his chest in front of Clossy. Kelly from Leongatha now in the middle of the ground. He's got Willis out wide if he wants to use him. Just stopping. Numbers are getting back, but a bit more movement up forward than what we saw in the first half, and he honours that towards Baboon. Coming in was Adams with a spoil. Quick kick out by the Huts. He gets it out now towards Fleming. Got the wide handball there away. Puts the ball under his arm here, and Renoy has a bounce through the middle of the ground. He's just kicked it up. Just sits it up for Bedgood. This time he's in front position. Can't take the mark. Recovers. Snap over the shoulder. Can he do the unthinkable? He can! He snapped it through Daniel Bedgood. That's the response they needed.
Oh, great work, Daniel Bedgood. He couldn't quite take the mark in the air. He did very well at ground level. It was 2-on-1. Bedgood, well, he missed the one from point blank a couple of moments ago, but made up for it there. Daniel Bedgood gets his second.
And on the Gippsland Associated scoreboard, the Maffra team has now gone back in front at the 9-minute mark of the second quarter, 5-5-35 to Leongatha 4-8-32.
Well, it's now starting to open up, isn't it, Wong? You can start to see this is going to be electric, this third quarter, the premiership quarter as they call it. What a great game. 3-point margin, back in the middle. Bowman, Borshman not going anywhere. We've got another ball up.
Yeah, the boundary line, boys. Makey, how's that quick response by Bedgood? That's the thing. You miss one, but you make up for it and you kick one.
Yeah, well, Calvin Porter just went for the 1-2, but Danny Butcher got pinged for throwing the ball, and, well, Marriott and Porter both coming into the game. This will be a great head-to-head battle now. We have a game on, as we expect, as Leongatha, as Marriott, his kick was smothered off the mark, falls in the hands of Renoy. Can we see some run, like we did before? His right foot kick around the body. Willis is there. Good strong mark with the man in front. Play on, they said, as Geishan tried to just steal it out of his hands. Now he gets a boot on it, goes to half forward. Fleming looks like he's moved forward now. Fleming now, he chips it over the top to true centre half forward. Petro's there. He's got Jolly on. He handballed back to Fleming. Now Fleming gets it out in Jolly's direction and he takes the mark on his 50. He's probably too far out to score though, Wong.
Yeah, he would be going to take an almighty kick here. He'll be kicking from 54, 55 metres out, but he's just holding up, just letting his big men get back. There's a lot of Leongatha jumpers back there. He's going to kick it. He's going to have a shot here, Darryl.
Well, I'm not sure. He's got probably the right angle to have a shot from too with this breeze. He swings it around. He gives it a good old thump. It's kept it to the right side and it goes through for a minor score. So the Gippsland Zuzu Ute scoreboard, Maffra extend their lead.
It's 5-6-36 Maffra, 4 points ahead of Leongatha, 4-8-32.
Boxer, it's the tight game we expected. Some anxious moments there by Westaway. Kicked it to himself and almost dropped his own mark, but the ball's coming back at him in quick speed as Renoy from the boundary line has a shot. Has it got the carry? It has! It's gone through. Kane Renoy, you little genius.
Well, what a good work. It was a tough kick, and as you called it, he played onto himself and Kane Renoy. Well, the small crumbing forward from the Eagles, they get it out to double figures.
It's a 10-point lead to Maffra at the 11-minute mark of the third quarter on the Gippsland Isuzu scoreboard. Maffra 6-6-42, Leongatha 4-8-32.
We thought the Parrots started the quarter the better, but then against the Tide, Maffra have been able to come in and kick 2 goals in quick succession, and it's just turned the game again, Boxer.
Well, they go forward again, but coming out the other way was Bowman. His kick around the body got towards half forward. Good work by Adams. Got his teammate out, his opponent out from it. Porter just couldn't quite gather it. Coming through there is Patterson. He squares it up in the middle of the ground. It's a beautiful kick. Marriott's there. He goes further outfield to half forward flank. Kelly can run onto this one. It bounces just away from him. He's looking for Walker to take on. Kelly twisting and turning. He handballs to himself. Walker does well for the Eagles. Won the football, gave it back to Adams, gave it into Petro. Now Petro goes inboard towards Noble, doesn't mark it, falls to ground. Jolly at the 50. Oh, he got tackled over the shoulder and will win a free kick, centre half forward for the Eagles.
Smart play by Jolly. Still inside the square, he kicks it out wide. He's got a player on there in Bennett. Oh, poor marking there by the Parrots on transition. Lost their players. Bennett was able to get himself free.
Mark this one home, boys. Bennett's a sharpshooter.
If he's going to have a shot from 45 out, this is where you want to be kicking it from. Needs to aim it towards the right goal post to bring it back. But Mitch Bennett, we know he's a beautiful kick of the football. Today he's already got one through. As the sharpshooter here from Maffra, he comes in. Kick is on its way. Starts it towards the middle. It does not deviate. It's gone through. The kick 3 in a row, the Eagles. They are up and about.
He's an absolute dead-eye Dick. He's Mitch Bennett. What a superstar. He's been a great recruit for the Eagles this year in 2016. And in crunch time, the big premiership quarter, and these Eagles boys are standing up to the Leongatha pressure.
It's a 16-point lead to Maffra on the Gippsland Isuzu Youth scoreboard. 14 minutes into the third quarter. Maffra 7-6-48, leading Leongatha 4-8-32.
Boys, looks like Baboon has now gone back to centre half-back. That's freed up Reed to be the loose man now for Maffra as Marriott just tries to punch that one out. Clossy was able to shovel it forward towards Coleman. He's got the wide handball, a little bit too far for Butcher, but he spun himself out of trouble. The ball didn't favour him. He just tunnels in hard again, Danny Butcher. I love the way he's playing today. He's head over the football. Geishan gets a rush kick forward. Vernon's back there. He cops one a little bit high, so it gives a slight reprieve here for the Parrots, a chance to collect their thoughts, to try and arrest back some of this momentum, and he's gone out wide now to Borshman. He's taken the mark in front of Butcher. He's looking for options. He goes short. It's not a good one. He finds Fleming. There were 3 Eagles players standing there. He tried to pick out the one Parrot. It didn't work. And he's kicked it forward. Getting back hard was Tomato. He got a fist on in front of Bedgegood. Still under pressure. Brown's tackled without it. Bennett's had a snap and now got 4 in a row. Mitch Bennett, he's kicked 2 in a couple of minutes, but they're getting around.
Umpires just coming together.
They're claiming it was touch. What's the umpire's call here? Waiting for the call. It's all clear. 2 in a row to Mitch Bennett.
Well, Mitch Bennett's got 3 goals this afternoon. He is unbelievable. You just cannot give him an inch, and he has had a great game for Sale Greyhounds this afternoon. And this margin, well, it's the biggest of the game so far, Paul Carter.
It certainly is out to 22 points on the Gippsland Isuzu Youth scoreboard. 15 minutes into the third quarter, Maffra 8-6-54, leading Leongatha 4-8-32.
Paul, Sam Fleming seems to be getting off the chain a little bit now. We've played 15 minutes. How many touches?
Yeah, 4 touches just in about the last 5 or 6 minutes.
That's the change, isn't it? He had only a couple of touches in the second quarter. Danny Butcher's lifting, Winnie Geishan's lifting.
Fleming's gone forward now too as well. So Noble and Willison. Noble again, he's winning the clearance, but it's picked off this time by McGrath. They got it to centre half forward for the Eagles. The loose man Reed comes out, strong tackle from behind. The umpire lets it go. Good call. We're going to ball up centre half forward for the Eagles. Of course, the third quarter's big quarter. It's a big moment thanks to Monticello's, and it's been Maffra who has stood up. They've kicked 4 goals in a row in the third quarter. Quick kick off the ground from Dunn. Got it going towards Maskell, but coming the other way. Good work by Jones. Didn't quite gather it, just tapped at his advantage. Close to the boundary line it goes, and over for a boundary throw-in. Can Leongatha respond, boys? That's the biggest question.
Adams just burst out of defence. He picked it off from the boundary throw, and he's gone out wide. Fleming, beautiful kick. Did not have to break stride. Took the mark out in front. He swings around on that favoured right boot. He sets it up looking for Bedgegood. Fly high out of the top chain. Was unable to bring it down. There is a player down. It's Coyle. But they come out of defence now through Hawking. He's kicked it out. It's gone out of bounds. On the full again. That's 4 for the quarter.
It is, yep. And we go quick around the grounds thanks to Solomon's Flooring. The A-grade grand final is all done and dusted. The premiers for season 2016 is the Druin Hawks. They win it 56, defeating Traralgon 46 in the A-grade netball.
Congratulations to Druin there. A big match. They were down at half time, but back here to the senior game here in the TRFM Gippsland League 2016 grand final. The 2 top sides are going at it. It's 17 and a half minutes of play. Maffra 8-6-54. Leongatha 4-8-32 on the Gippsland Isuzu Ute scoreboard. Maffra have kicked the last 4 goals in a row after Leongatha kicked the first of the quarter. They haven't really given a whimper since.
Well, Calvin Porter from the stoppage tried to break the lines, couldn't do so though. Dumont was there, gave it to Willis, who swings around on the right foot, got it to the wing. Baboon, He's been great. He took the chest mark and now played on, and he runs away from Reed. He has one bounce, has two bounces. Now he kicks it inside. It's a little kick over the top to Maskell. Close to the boundary line though. Maskell looks to come back inboard. It's 1-on-1. Hilberg's going to fly at the back. The pack forms. Hilberg marks. Has two bites at it directly in front and should go back and kick the goal.
Great teamwork there by Maskell, Verboon, Hilberg, the main movers, the prime movers in the forward line for Leongatha. And he backed his man in, Maskell. He set it up. He knew how good Hilberg's hands were.
So Hilberg directly in front to put it through. He does. He makes no mistake. And that's the one they needed at the 18-minute mark of this third quarter.
That's the second goal for Aaron Hilberg, and isolate him one-on-one inside that forward 50. There's not too many players out here who will outmark him. That is the goal they needed. The Parrots, that's the response. Game back on.
And on the Gippsland Isuzu Youth scoreboard, 19 minutes into the third quarter, it's a 16-point lead to Maffra. They are 8-6-54, Leongatha 5-8-38.
Boys at ground level. Channing's working hard for the Eagles at ground level on the wing. They got it to half foot. Good little tap over the back from Jolly, who got the 1-2 back and then got collared by Marriott. Play on, said the umpire. Alexander flicks one out the back. Channing was there. Now to Porter. Right foot kick around his body looking for Petro. 1-on-1. Coming the other way was Bennett. And they spoil each other and it goes over for a boundary throw-in. 19.5 minutes gone. And the margin is 16 points in favour of the Eagles.
He's been handy down there today, Coyle. Petro, another one who hasn't had much influence on this game, and Coyle as a backman, he's just been getting his fist on the ball their way here. The Parrots through Bowman, gets a quick kick forward, a vacant forward 50. Verboon leads the race there. Hilberg comes in. Hutch showing a bit of pace, tackled hard by Verboon, a huge tackle. And they're at each other. The umpire said he got him high. Oh, gee whiz. Gee, it was nearly on. It could have been two in a couple of minutes there, the Parrots, but a little bit over zealous in the tackle there. Verboon slipped and got him higher.
He's trying to lift his Parrots teammates, the captain.
He's doing a great job out there, Verboon. He's been easily one of the best today, thanks to Sale Greyhounds for the Parrots. As this kick was touched off the boot front position, he was able to get the handball forward. It was Patterson, but Winnie Geishan comes in, gets a big kick to Marder over the back there of Bedgegood, trying to pick it up off the ground. It's picked up now. Quick kick forward. It's come off the boot of Jolly. The player down there, Renoy. Tamada on the mark. They've got a mismatch down here if they can get it on. Got Plemming on Vernon. He's gone that way, but his kick's going out wide. Plemming in front position. Butcher ran into his space.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
He was able to just bring a few more helpers over there for Vernon. But I don't know if I like this matchup deep inside forward 50 if Vernon is on Plemming, because he's just giving away too much height. Well, Makey would know. He's the backman expert.
He is boundary throwing, and we're going to get another one in a moment. At the South Street end in the right-hand forward pocket in front of the massive crowd on the hill here at Maui. Will have, of course, the crowd numbers for you at three-quarter time, no doubt. It's been an entertaining game of football, and as it should be, the two top sides are going at it for premiership glory this afternoon. Inside 50, Jolly has it, gave it across to Renoy. He tries the banana, and he keeps it skinny. It's a minor score. And on the Gippsland Isuzu Ute scoreboard,
8-7-55 Maffra leading Leongatha 5-8-38.
Down the boundary, thanks to Latrobe Volkswagen. Around the stoppages, Maffra are getting more outside runners.
And clearances this quarter, 11-5 Maffra's way.
have a look at Aaron Hilbert's just taken the mark on half-back flank, and he's just centre half forward for the Eagles, but they need it. They've got the run. Borshman gave it to McGrath. McGrath kicks into an open forward line. Dunn's got the set. He works his play nicely. Couldn't mark. Walker, great spoil, but there's a free kick.
Took his eyes off the ball. Walker ran back and interfered with Dunn.
I just thought for a moment there, Wongi got enough of the football to not give away that free kick.
Yeah, no eyes on the footy at all, and got a touch there on Dunn. You can't do that, and so a free kick is going towards Chris Dunn. He needs this. His team needs this. It's the lift of the Parrots need, and Chrissy Dunn, the sharpshooter of the Leongatha side, the TRFM Gippsland League leading goal scorer all year. He's yet to put one through today. He needs this one.
He certainly does, and he needs it for his team as well. They trail by 17 points. The kick is on its way. He's trying to get it to work back. Has it worked back enough? It has. And that breeze at the right time just worked it from the left to right. And that's what Chrissy Dunn needs.
23 minutes of play. They've kicked 2 in a row now. They've kicked a couple of goals here. Leongatha 2 in a row. They're responding now to Maffra from the premiership quarter. This is what it's all about.
And we have played 23 minutes in this quarter. It's 11-point lead to Maffra. They are 8-7-55, leading Leongatha 6-8-44, and all this is on the Gippsland Isuzu scoreboard.
Tamata sets himself, comes up now. Petro gets there. Tamata gets a hand to it first. Doesn't gain any distance out the back. Petro gets a handball. Goes no one in particular, so McGrath just kicks it out of fresh air towards Hilberg. That big engine's going hard. Maskell picks it up, back to Hilberg. He's hot, under pressure here. Good tackle by Renoy. Maskell twists, turns, gets the ball onto his boot. Looking for Verboon to fly, he does. He takes a couple down with him. There's an open goal square. Hopkins just needs to pick it up. He's tackled high. There's the pressure from the Parrots. Alexander's the one who is infringed.
Great work by Chris Verboon to crash that pack, wasn't it?
He took 2 players down with him. He wasn't able to take the mark, but he just took them down. Now Josh Hopkins is going to go back. Now it's Leongatha's turn to line up for 3 in a row. Maffra have kicked 4 in a row in this quarter. Leongatha now going for 3 in a row. It's fair to say that Josh Hopkins, in his short career, has never had a more important kick than this. He's coming in, he'll be 25 metres out. Slight angle. Parrots with all the momentum as Hopkins comes in, he stabs at it.
Oh, you know what happens when you stab at things? If you stab at things and you poke at things, they miss.
They miss. And it's happened again. Hopkins, he's kicked it out wide. A minus score to the Parrots, 25 minutes played.
Stabbing like that can only lead to disappointment.
Yeah, absolutely it can. And the margin now 10 points in favour of the Eagles on the Gippsland Isuzu Youth scoreboard. The kick went short to Jones in his defensive back pocket, and Leongatha rolled their zone over.
We built him up for his moment of glory there, Darryl. He's disappointed. He had to go and stab.
He might get another chance. Kick through the ball, son. As the football gets driven back in from Coyle. The big pack. Oh! Maskell flew about 15 deep, nowhere near the football. Great smother by Baboon. Football in dispute. Maskell got wrapped up. They flick it out, and the umpire says, now, my ball. And, well, this is where the defender's just starting to tighten up a little bit. Yeah, they absolutely are. Directly in front. Up they go. Baboon hits it towards the goal line. No one can run onto it. Coleman's there. He's kicking around the body. Is that deliberate, umpire?
What's the umpire going to call here?
The crowd says deliberate.
Oh,
the umpire says, you can all shut your mouth and I'm going to throw this ball in.
Wow, you can almost see the sweat dribbling off the brow there of the umpires. Over 5,000 people stared at him, waiting for his response. The pressure is huge. 26 minutes played, 10-minute lead to Maffra. 10-minute lead, 10-point lead even. We're going by points, not minutes on the scoreboard, thank goodness. As this one comes in, Baboon grabs it out, he handballs it out in front of his favour. Porter's there, gets a handball forward to Renoy. They got runners on here, gets it to Alexander, handball over the top. Has to stop, Prop, wait, Scott tackled hard. Brought down.
Great work by Jolly though.
Westaway was able to get there. Jolly, the man, under pressure. He was tackled hard to the ground. We're going to have another boundary throw in right in front of the Leongatha's coaching box, the Brains Trust. Trying to make the moves down there. Helms, Vernon are down there along with Podge. Podge is down there in LePage, but now it's come through to Adams. He's kicked the ball forward, picked off now by Westaway. 2 big pressure acts by Westaway, Darryl.
Yep.
He was the one who was able to put the big spoil on. He's now pushed hard back. He's taken the mark in front of his man in Jolly.
Yeah, absolutely. He decides to switch it and go to the far side. He's got Horton who worked well for him. There's a strong lead by Vernon. He honours that lead and hits him on the chest as Fleming just gave him a little slight push in the back. He comes in back in board, does Vernon, just misses Kelly. They put a bit of pressure on. Now Scott has to work hard. Vernon does well. Working again, trying to win the football back after just giving it away. They jump on top of each other and the umpire surely just lets it go. Last few minutes of this quarter, 27 minutes have gone and the margin is 10 points. It's a great grand final. It's anyone's game at the moment. And I've got a feeling that this final quarter that's about to come up, everybody's absolutely going to be absolutely stuffed.
Yeah, they are. They'll be out of their feet. 7 goals have been scored in this quarter. There was only 7 goals scored in the whole first half. As the umpire calls play on, quick kick came from Bowman. He's got it forward. Vernon picks it up. He just tucks the ball under. Clossey's in hot pursuit. He gets the kick away from Boone. Front position coming over the back there was Reed. Got a fist to it. Hilberg tight on the boundary line.
Oh.
Snaps. Misses. Minus score. 9-point lead now to Maffra.
Well, and of course on the Isuzu Ute scoreboard, the Miles of Smile sale on right now.
It's 8:7:55 Maffra, Leongatha 6:10:46.
This is the important moments, isn't it? The Wanasala big moments when the leaders of both clubs stand up.
Ooh.
There's a short little kick goes to Renoy. He was up to the task, took the mark, gave it to Petro. He's on his defensive 50 years, Andrew Petro, having a stint in the ruck. Kicks it down the line, looking for Noble. Good work by Coyle to affect the spoil. Coming in was Brown. Gave it across to Borshman. He goes short. Found Horton. Half forward flank the build up. He's got Patterson on if he wants to go inside 50. He decides not to go there. Now Horton decides to thump it long. Maskell's going to fly. So's Hilberg in front. And Hilberg takes the mark. Strong on a slight, well, on a really 45-degree angle. Right in front.
Do you want to pull the protractor out again?
Yeah, well,
Let's just
probably not 45. It's probably about a 58.6-degree angle.
Thank you.
As Aaron Hilberg will have a shot at goal at 29-minute mark. It's a 9-point margin at the moment. Hilberg's got 2. Left foot shot at goal. He's pushed it across the face and it goes out of bounds on the full.
Down the boundary line, thanks to Latrobe Volkswagen Boxer. Momentum has swung a couple of times in this quarter. Leongatha need to maximise the momentum now.
Well, it's about to come back inside 50 again. Vernon goes
great
straight up in the air. His vertical leap is amazing. And Vernon took the mark. He plays on quickly. He's got it out towards Hilberg again. You talk about getting lost. Well, Hilberg's getting off the chain now, Boxer. And his work rate is absolutely fantastic. This time can Hilberg go back and put through his 3rd goal.
He's going to have to shoot this one, Darryl. His kick will come from 48 metres out, almost directly in front, right in the shadows here of 3/4 time. Just to make it a 3-point game as the kick is on its way. It's a helicopter one. It's not looking real good. It's gone out to the right for yet another minor score to the Parrots. They're not kicking, they haven't got the kicking boots on right now. It takes them to 6:11:47. Maffra 8:7:55 on the Gippsland Isuzu Ute scoreboard.
Fleming drives it in. This time Willis up against Noble. And Willis wins out. So he's about to drive it back inside forward 50 again. Maskell flies 15 deep right on the side. There's a free kick. The umpire says it's going Maffra's way. And there it is, 3/4 time. It has been all done. We've got 3/4 in the book. We've got one. Gippsland League Grand Final. It's Leongatha and Maffra, and at 3/4 time we've got a cracking game of football. It is an 8-point margin in favour of the Eagles. And this 4th quarter is underway as Noble got it up. There's been a free kick, a centre square infringement going against Leongatha. So Trent Noble to open the final quarter of this great grand final. Noble drives it inside his forward 50.
Going up high there in the front spot was Brown. Over the back was Fleming. Coyle just breaks out. He's been one of the best thanks to Sale Greyhounds, but the handball wasn't too good. As Porter was tackled, he just threw the ball. They pinned the one hand. The umpire said play on, but Bowman had stopped. So throw it on back. Tommy Marriott now with it. He gets another handball over to Brown. He's able to get a quick kick forward. Put his players under pressure at the back. Walker reading it the better in front of Dunn. So Sam Walker's taken the mark on the half-back flank. He's done a good job all day on the sharpshooter Chris Dunn. He's only got 1 goal to his name. He goes short now to Cal Porter, superstar from Maffra. Goes short again to Davey Adams, another one who's been raking up the possessions all day for the Eagles, running off that half-back flank. Just stopping, waiting for some options up forward, goes towards Noble. He gets a few out of the way, but he did it illegally. Big Willis had taken the mark. Tamata was shoved in the back.
Ooh.
He wins himself the free kick.
He went to go inboard across from half back to go in the centre, and it would have been a risky kick.
This is a risky one all the same. His kick has not come off. He's put Borshman under pressure. Bennett puts the tackle on. He keeps his feet. Bennett, something out of nothing. Can he make it happen? He can. He's jumped. He's up. He's about. And that's what mistakes do. They cause turnovers. Turnovers result in goals.
Great call, Wonga. And Mitch Bennett, as we said, he creates the opportunities when nothing is there. And if you're ever going to stand up in a grand final, you do it right now. Mitch Bennett's got 4 goals in this big one.
And on the Harvey Norman Electrical Gippsland scoreboard, buy a selected LG washer, dryer or fridge and get a bonus LG cash card worth up to $500 and a Harvey Norman card of equivalent value. It's a 14-point lead to Maffra, 2 minutes into the final quarter. Maffra 9-7-61, Leongatha 6-11-47.
Noble got the knockout out towards Porter, quick kick forward. The player moving forward in O'Brien. He's under pressure there by Hawking. Bowman just picks it up, keeps his feet, handball out now to Brown. He can run, gains precious metres, kicks it forward. Hilberg just read it better over the back. Walker's run off done again. That's what we need to do down to the boundary line. Thanks to Latrobe Volkswagen. Boxer there, just watching Dunn, just working his way off. He needs to get his way into the contest.
Free kick, boys, sorry. Free kick goes to Hilberg. We'll get back down to you in a moment, Boxer. As Hilberg's about to put it inside forward 50. Hopkins is going to fly at the back, couldn't quite mark. McGrath's there. He flicks the handball out towards Baboon. He's been busy all afternoon for the Parrots. He's got 3 or 4 to beat. Renoy took him over the shoulder and he's given away a free kick. Baboon will have a shot directly in front.
He's kicked a couple from here, be kicking from outside 50. He just put his head over the football. Renoy's hand slipped up, got him high. Now Chris Baboon, he's had a big day already. He's kicked 2 goals. He's trying to drag his side back into the game. The trail by 14 points here, the Parrots. He's had a huge work rate all day, Darryl.
He certainly has. He's gone 40, you know, he's a good defender. He's been pretty good in front of goals as well. Chris Baboon, the captain from Leongatha, he's got 2, right on the 50. He sets sail. It's going. They like it behind the goals. Chris Baboon loves it, and that's a good reply.
That is a great reply there by Baboon. He'll discipline act by the Maffra players over on the far side resulted in the free kick that Hilberg took. He was able to get the ball back inside 50 into that hot spot, and that's where Baboon came in. Renoy got a hand a little bit too high and was able to, Baboon was able to go back and again from outside 50 kick truly.
And on the Harvey Normal Electrical Gippsland scoreboard, margin back to 8 points. Maffra 9-7-61, Leongatha 7-11-53.
Well, football gets squeezed out towards O'Brien on the wing. Kick got smothered. Good spoil over the top. Alexander works hard. Marriott was there. Gave it to McGrath. Those 2 boys are getting busy. McGrath's kick to half forward. No one can mark it. A little tap over the back from Adams of Maffra. Mascal was there. He just coughed it up and they've called a throw. And it's going to go in the way of Walker. So Walker goes short over the top and finds Jackson Scott.
Scott goes out wide now to Closey. His kick's a grubber, intercepted there by Brown. He's down on all fours. He's got players here, Maffra in support though, and Petro gets it out wide. They got some run again. Clossey's able to come through. Sells a bit of candy, stops, props, waits, kicks it out. Nice kick in front of bench. Good strong overhead. Handballed on quickly now. The ball wasn't the right option. Channing's there, Marriott's there, gets a handball over to Bowman. Just gives a don't argue there, but runs over the boundary line. Well called, Makey. That's why you earn the big bucks down there. Thanks to Latrobe Volkswagen. Down on the boundary, Boxer saying he earns more. I'll leave it to you two to sort that out as Noble goes bang. He gets a big punch inside 50. Marriott there gets a handball over the top to Demont. Handballs over again. Under a lot of pressure here, the defenders of Leongatha. Willis picks it up. He's tackled. Channing's in there trying to get out. And picked up out of the pack. Quick kick forward. Mitch Bennett, he's there. Can he take the mark? He can't. Coyle in hot pursuit. Gets his boot to the ball. It's coming around. And there's Tamata. And he's happy to concede it goes over for a boundary throwing.
How quick is Mitch Bennett getting the football from his hand to his foot when he gathers it? He is lightning quick.
Yeah, he is very quick. It used to take me about a week for the idea to kick the football, just to lower it down that far, and Makey's laughing because he saw it in action on many times.
Boundary throw in, hard up against the point post, inside 50 for the Eagles, and taking it out of the ruck was Fleming. He got tackled, and that is holding the ball, and it goes to, is it Bowman?
Bowman.
So Bowman, defensive 50, he's going to go to the far side again towards Shem Hawking direction. It's the kick's a bit of a poor one. Clossy was able to recover and take the mark.
He's lifted the last couple of minutes. Clossy's had a few important possessions, Darryl.
He has. He goes out wide towards O'Brien, takes on Hawking, steps around him. Now 55, puts it on the top of the square. Going back to big Ruckman Willis. For Leongatha takes the saving mark. He switches it out wide. The kick's a poor one. Misses everyone though. Hilberg's got the run on this one. And he can't quite gather it. Hutz just pushes him off it. Now Channing comes in to help. He grabs the football. They jump on top of him. The umpire said, calm down boys. We'll ball it up. Half forward flank. 6.5 minutes gone. 8-point margin in favour of Maffra.
All players going hard at the ball here, guys, all day long. There hasn't been too much argy-bargy going on. Their focus is huge as Marriott just thumps this one forward. Geisham's in the front position. Kelly comes in. Maskell, that tests the shoulder. Great tackle. Huge tackle there by Maskell. A Monticella's big moment right there. We know his shoulders are heavily strapped. One was hanging on by a whisker last week. It was well and truly out of the socket. He just threw himself at it. It's grand final, boys. This is what it's all about. There is no tomorrow. He's got all pre-season to recover from that one. As Willis, he got a hand there above Noble's shoulder. That's no mean feat in itself, but no free kick that's gone forward. Picked up by Jolly, got a handball out to Porter. Quick one over the top to Butcher. Has to stop, goes back, ill-directed, goes to Hopkins now. Dumont just has to rush that one onto the boot. Hilberg's got 3 or 4 to beat. He can't do that, and Hutz takes a mark.
So Hutz, half-back flank, just slowing things up now for the Eagles. Hutz decides he'll take his time. He kicks it down the line, looking for Fleming in the front spot. Vernon, he's done well. It's been a good matchup since he's gone to him. They gang tackle the Maffra player at the bottom of the pack was Alexander. And we've got a ball up this time, half-forward flank for the Eagles.
8 points in this game, Darryl. 8 minutes played here in the final quarter.
Up they go again. No Ruckman got the hand on it. Quick kick by McGrath, but Clossy taking advantage of that one. True centre wing now. Noble's calling for it on Hopkins, and I'd go that direction if I was you. So Noble, now Willis gets back. Noble tried to fly, couldn't do so. Working hard at ground level is Horton. Sweeps a handle over the top. The run from Patterson. He can take off. He kicks it to the far wing.
Good kick.
Shem Hawking has it. Great kick it was. Hawking spins around. Right foot kick looking for Hilberg. He's going to be 3 deep, but in front was Baboon. Great grab. He can get on. Dunn's all on his own in the goal square. Baboon's having none of it as he was just starting to cramp up. And he'll have a...
He's led them right from the front, hasn't he, Makey? He's just trying to drag his team through. And his work rate has been huge all day. That's why a guy of that fitness would be cramping up right now. He's just worked up and down the ground all day in the contest as he's shot from right on 40 metres is just out wide. There's been no luck over from the far side here at Moe in kicking goals today. All the goals coming from the change rooms or the club room side. That's gone through for a minor score, but it reduces the margin.
And the Harvey Norman Electrical Gippsland scoreboard. 10 minutes gone in this final quarter.
That's a 7-point margin in favour of Maffra, 9-7-61. Leongatha 7-12-54.
Adams, as he has done all afternoon, kicks to the far side. It clears the pack. Working hard again, Baboon. The underground handball is looking for the boundary, and he found it. And he allows his troops to reset, and they go again.
Down the boundary, thanks to Latrobe Volkswagen, boys. It's all about which side's the fittest right now because there's about another 15 minutes to play. They've gone hard at it all day. Oh! Monticella's big moment, Danny Butcher.
And he took the mark, and now he's struggling to get up, but what a courageous act from Danny Butcher. Even to take this kick, and he has taken it. Unbelievable. Now he sort of slumps to the ground, but what a great, courageous play by Butcher. Could be a match-saving forward inside 50. That was a big clash of bodies. We've got a boundary throw in on the far side as Butcher continues to play.
You need to get the runner out to him and see if he knows what day it is. That was the most courageous mark. Monticella's big moment. Danny Butcher just went back and took that one. Met hard by Tommy Marriott. Both players going at it fair as Geishan gets the kick out of the pack, goes towards Petro, he takes it down low, swings around, he's got a player on working for him in front, it's O'Brien. O'Brien runs inside forward 50, he sets it up, Fleming, Vernon, bench good. Free kick.
Fleming.
Going the way of Fleming, being held by Vernon, that height difference just concerning him there, that's the isolation that they would have been wanting there, the coach Wayne Butcher. Sam Fleming, you'll be having a shot now from 15 metres out, almost directly in front. This one can make it very, very interesting. It's going to test the character of the Parrots.
Oh, it certainly will. The captains are standing up for both sides, and now it's the captain of Maffra's turn. The margin 7 points as Fleming comes in. He's usually a great kick of the football, and this one goes straight through the middle. And Sam Fleming, well, that's his first goal of the afternoon. But more importantly, the margin gets out to double figures again for the Eagles.
Just makes the task that little bit harder for the Parrots now. They need to get a couple of quick inside 50s. They need to kick accurately, and they need to take the most of their opportunities, but Maffra are just working so hard around the contest.
On the Harvey Norman Electrical Gippsland scoreboard, 13-point margin, 11 minutes into the final quarter, 10-7-67 to Leongatha 7-12-54.
Keep your hands off it, Boxer. We'll sort that out. But the ball's gone back up. Horton gets a quick kick forward for Leongatha. It's ill-directed. Adams is out there. He takes the mark. Again, what have you thought of Adams' game today, Darryl? He's been huge on that half-back flank.
He has been fantastic, and his ball use has been very good as well, and no exception on this occasion as he hits up Channing on the wing and just slow things up. Still got plenty of time in this quarter as Channing drove it down towards half forward. The pack just falls in front, no one could mark it. Working hard was Borshman. Quick kick off the ground there from Westaway. Come the other way was Scott though. Handball to Petro. Over to Caveranoi. Has a flying shot at goal. Low, hard spoil on the goal line. Great work on that occasion. And it goes through for a minor score.
Under pressure here to the Parrots. Coyle to bring the ball back into play. Short. He's got to stop and prop the young fella and sit under that one. That was Patterson. He's taken the mark. He plays on. He's come over the side. Hilberg to fly high. Coleman in front position. Couldn't bring it down. Picked up now by Jolly. It's touched again. Flying high was McGrath. Tomatoes there. The ball was spinning. Vernon got it out. Butcher charging through. Love the way he's charging. Renoy came through. Was tackled when he didn't have the football. The umpire said play on. We're going to have another ball up. It's just inside Maffra's attacking 50. 10-8. 68. Maffra. Leongatha 7-12. 54. 14-point lead in favour of the Eagles. We've played 13 and a half minutes here in the final quarter.
Strong tackle off the ball. Coleman took it and then got pinged for holding the ball. And McGrath's won the free kick. And he's still on the ground is Paddy McGrath. It's a massive crowd this afternoon. 5,500 people. 5,446 witnessing a great game of football. Hopefully you are right across Gippsland and the Valley as well. As Leongatha go forward again. Marriott puts it in front of Maskell. And he takes a mark right on his 50. As Patrick Jones just gets up a little proppy. Maskell plays on right from 50. Unloads. A left foot shot at goal. It's got the distance. That's what the Parrots needed. Maskell, a great captain's lifting goal again.
Great goal by Maskell. He saw that he had no options inside 50. There were three Maffra defenders pushing hard back. He swung around on that left boot and went bang. He's put that one through. 8-point ball game now. This is one of the best grand finals we've seen in many years, Darryl.
Yeah, it certainly is. Paul Carter on the Harvey Norman Electrical Gippsland scoreboard.
It's a 8-point margin, as you say, and 14 3/4 minutes into the last quarter. 10-8-68 Maffra, 8-12-60 Leongatha.
Boys at ground level, goal for goal. Leongatha go forward again. They inside forward 50. No one could mark it. Now we've got a ball up 40 metres out directly in front. If they get the next one, boy oh boy.
Luke Bowman, Paul, how many touches today?
That's 23.
He's been huge today. As Noble just goes bang, just punches that one out of the contest. It goes outside the defensive 50 of Maffra. Ball's on the ground.
More pertinently, 9 clearances.
He has. He's been huge around the stoppages. Out there, Luke Bowman, as Paddy McGrath just picks himself up a little gingerly from the bottom of the pack there. And the big men are going at it again. They're going at it well all day. Willis just went thump this time. Knocked it forward like two big gorillas fighting over bananas they are. But the ball's on the ground. We're looking to get this one out here. There's players there. Porter gets a rush kick forward from Maffra. Out there is Borshman. He's up there against Jolly and it goes over for yet another boundary throw-in. 70 to 80 metres around from the Leongatha goals. They need to get moving. 16 minutes now played. 8-point lead to Maffra.
Well, what a great grand final we have here this afternoon at Maui. Fantastic afternoon. And there's a free kick from this stoppage. It's going the way of Leongatha. Willis just starting to get on top. I think a little bit of Noble as Willis drives it inside his forward 50. Where's the big pack? The flies, they can't mark. Ground level, falls in the hands of Dunn. Around his body. Oh, minor score. He was working that one back from right to left, but not enough in the end. And at the 16.5 minute mark, Paul Carter.
It's a 7-point lead to Maffra, 10-8-68 to Leongatha 8-13-61. Might I remind you, extra time if it's a draw.
Oh, I'm just thinking the same thing here, Paul Carter. This game has got draw written all over it. It's been an epic battle. Paul, just quickly, if it is a draw, is it 10 minutes each way?
5, I think.
5 minutes each way. These guys are out on their feet. Another 10 minutes would make it interesting as this one's come back in. No one wins the advantage. The ball is now going to be bounced again. Half forward flank for Leongatha. 17 minutes played, 7-point game. Flying up, second man up was McGrath. Quick kick came out, it looked free from Butcher. Going forward now. No clear winners here on the ground, trying to get it out. They've got numbers on if they can push the ball forward here. Maffra kept his feet well, kicked it forward to Mont's there. Vernon's there, picks it up, tackled without it, keeps his head over the football as he does. Renoy comes through though from Maffra, he keeps working, paddling that ball forward. Channing's there, Butcher throws his head over the ball again, like it. I like a boxer. I'm going to go with a boxer. I'm going. Danny Butcher's in the tunnel rats.
Finally, he's in. And off the recommendation from Boxer, the first time ever we've got an inductee into the Tunnel Rat Club. We've got a game of football on hand too. The football inside forward 50. No one can win a clean possession. Quick kick out there was from Geesh, and it goes straight up and down the air. Going back was Brown with a flight, and he took a chest mark in the end just to relieve some of the pressure that was building. Well, the scene is set. 18 minutes have gone, final quarter. We've got a 7-point margin, the two best sides, and Leongatha are starting to run. They've got the football now on true centre wing. Baboon it is, he's had a big afternoon, kicks down the line. Over the back there was Mascal. He takes on, handballs near to Fitzgerald. He can't quite gather it. Mascal hard up on the boundary line. Quick kick, but it has gone over. And we've got a boundary throw in now inside 50 for the Parrots. Well, this is a big moment of the game, of course. It's grand finals. Who's going to stand up? The big moment, thanks to Monticello's. Who will it be, Wong?
We're about to find out. I think Chris Baboon.
Let me get you off that fence paling.
Chris Baboon's the one there down the forward line. Him and Hilberg hold the keys here for Leongatha. For Maffra, it's their defensive man, and we're going to have to look to the guys like Adams to keep this ball moving forward. And just right on cue, Maffra have won themselves a free kick. Looks to be Alexander out there on the far wing, who's won himself a free kick. All players out on their feet, 19 minutes played, still that 7-point margin in front of Maffra. And he's picked out a player there in Renoy. His second half too. He's come right into the game with his speed and with his fitness, the young man. He's now on the far wing, just going long down the line again. Willis to fly over the back. Coming down in front there was Fleming, got a handball forward. Big pack around here, quick kick came out from Geeshan. Only as far as Westaway, he's tackled without the footy. We're going to have another ball up, which all plays into the favour of Maffra. If they can keep stoppage after stoppage here, it just wastes precious seconds off the clock. Saps a little bit more energy from the Leongatha players who just need to go for break now.
Well, Willis tapped it his way, close to the boundary line. Porter and Borshman again 15 metres towards Leongatha's direction, and we've got another boundary throw in as we hit 20 minutes. It's now into time on in the final quarter of the TRFM Gippsland League Grand Final. It's 7 points in favour of the Eagles. Willis had 2 taps at it. Out the back though was Geeshan. His kick around the body. Hawking dropped the chest mark. He goes back, flicks it backwards now to Brown. Brown's kick towards the centre of the ground. It's a good one. Over the back. Good strong mark by Hutz. It was 1-on-1 with Hilberg and Hutz stood tall. Now Hutz delivers and Cade Renoy winning the front spot. Takes a chest mark in the middle of the ground. The forwards lead, they sort of prop and go backwards as Renoy just thumps it straight down the middle of the ground. Bedgood's going to fly, he has 2 bites at it and the umpire said that's enough for me. Directly in front, takes the mark, and you can just about go back, Daniel Bedgood, and win yourself a grand final with this kick right here, right now.
He's kicked 2 for the day, Daniel Bedgood. 21 minutes now played, 7-point lead. This to make it over 2 goals in favour of Maffra. Big kick from Daniel Bedgood directly in front. 30 metres out, kick is on its way. It's straight, it's long, it's through. Maffra, they have just sealed the game.
Well, that could just about be it. 21 minutes have gone. Bedgood gets his 3rd goal of the afternoon. And now, do you start to roll players back, Troy Makepeace?
21 minutes in the last quarter, 13-point lead to Maffra, 11-8-74, Leongatha 8-13-61.
Well, let's see who wins the clearance. Quick kick by Horton. Good call, Makey. Goes to centre half forward. Hilberg can't mark. Comes to the ground. Hopkins has it. 50 metres out. Kicks it inside 50. It's bouncing. Bouncing through. Troy, mate, please. Take your hat off, son. What a great call. Inside 30 seconds. If you don't mind, Troy, you're an absolute genius. Leongatha are back in this game.
I don't know what's more Leongatha and Josh Hopkins or Troy Makepeace. That crystal ball you got down there, Makey, tell me the Tats Lotto numbers for tonight because that was amazing. Oh. They're back in it. 7-point game, 22 minutes gone. Dale Horton got the quick clearance. It went forward, and there was Hopkins, a lucky bounce, and it's gone on through.
Unbelievable. This sets up again. Boxer, what do you reckon? Rightio. So back in the middle now, game on again. No one's going anywhere on this occasion as Porter was wrapped up in a strong tackle from Horton. 22 and a half minutes gone. The margin's 7 points. They need one quickly, you'd think, the Parrots. The umpire puts it up again. Third man up was McGrath. It clean bowls a few of them. Clossy was there. Sweeps a handball out towards Adams, half back. Drives it towards half forward. Vernon leaves his opponent in Plemming. It goes to Plemming now. Right foot inside to Bedgegood, who takes the mark in front of his eyes on a 45-degree angle, 40 metres out.
Wow, Daniel Bedgegood. Wow, we said at the start of the day he needed to stand up. He's now lining up for his 4th goal today. He's been huge down there, just leading and leading his work rate all day long in this strong, always tough defence of Leongatha. It's Daniel Bedgegood. The kick is on its way. He's hard up on the boundary line. It's not going to go through. Big Willis just punches that one forward. It's over for a throw-in that works in the favour.
Yeah.
You'd think there of Maffra.
Absolutely does.
They get a chance to lock it inside their forward 57-point lead now in the favour of the Eagles. 23 and a half minutes played.
Gippsland Live on TRFM, thanks to Isuzu Ute. Cracking grand final we have. It's been a fantastic season so far. The Premier's not too far away. Who will it be? Maffra's in front at the moment by 7 points. It's in their forward line. Geishan is there. He took it from the ruck. Got the kick smothered. Vernon goes hard. Comes to bench. Got around his body. That could be just about it. Touched on the line. A minor score, and that's probably what the Parrots needed.
Down to the boundary line, thanks to Latrobe Volkswagen. Makey, coast to coast. Ridley Geishan. Yeah, he's been quite the clinches all day. Unable to get any free spaces. Going over, Noble's there. He was spoilt by his own man in Jones. Doesn't matter, they've been able to kick it forward again here. Maffra, Kel Porter. The ball just bounced straight to him. He's put it up. Bedgegood again in the hot position. There, West away. Able to get a fist on the ball. Precious seconds ticking away on the Parrots. Precious seconds ticking away in favour of the Eagles. The premiership not too far off being awarded here. 24 and a half minutes played. Deep inside Maffra's attacking forward 50. We have a boundary throw in right up against the point post and the big men to go at it. Willis over the back, grabbed it, risky. Kick. It's gone to Channing. It was touch. He's had a shot on goal. Channing is going wide through for another minor score.
Paul Carter. Gippsland Isuzu Ute scoreboard.
It's 11-10-76 to Leongatha, 9-13-67, and there won't be a draw.
Well, they play on quickly. Hopkins turns the footy over, coming out of the back half to Petro, and he gets a cramp. As you do, you just take a few little seconds off the clock. Well, we had 7 goals kicked in the third quarter, and that quarter went around about the 25, 26 minute mark, I think it was.
29.
Was it a bit longer than that? 29? And at the moment, we've had 6 goals scored, and we're at the 25-minute mark, so there still could be a bit of time. It went 31 actually, that third quarter, so we're still looking at probably about 4 or 5 minutes to go here maybe. But Petro can come in. They lead by 9 points. The kick's a bit of a shocker. It goes up and down. Plemmy's going to fly at the back. He can't mark, but his ground level is very good. Now Vernon has it for the Parrots. His kick out of the back half is not a good one, and the press or the setup was very good. And David Adams took the mark. As Petro has a fair bit of cramp going on at the moment, he'll come off for a quick spell. Adams is about to put it back inside his forward 50 for the Eagles. The pack will form over the back. No one can mark. It is Leongatha's taking the mark. I was watching Coleman fly, and Tamata took the mark for the Parrots.
They need to break here, the Parrots. They're all just still standing around. Turn over the kick. Geishan couldn't take the mark. Picked up by Bennett. Back to Geishan. Surprised it was smothered. Picked up with a quick kick out of the pass. Got forward. Bedgegood. He's there again, directly in front. 20 metres out. It is huge.
Oh, it certainly is. The margin now 8 points at the moment. But Bedgegood, he's been absolutely fantastic this afternoon. And he is about to go back and have a shot on goal. As this could just about be the sealer at the 26-minute mark of the final quarter. As in comes Daniel Bedgood to seal the game for the Eagles. The premiership, it goes through. Bedgood loves it. The premiership looks like it's going back to Maffra for season 2016.
Well done here to the Maffra Eagles. They have come out, they have played their way again. Their style of play, it's worked. It worked second semi-final day. It's worked here grand final day. They have just come out and they have outclassed the previously undefeated, throughout the season, undefeated Leongatha side.
And on the Harvey Norman Electrical Gippsland scoreboard, buy a selected LG washer, dryer or a fridge and get a bonus LG cash card worth up to $500 and a Harvey Norman card of equivalent value. 15-point margin, 27 minutes in the last quarter. Maffra 12-10, leading Leongatha 9-13.
Well, there can't be too long to go. 27.5 minutes gone. They go back in the middle. Bowman tries to crash his way through. The Eagles have been fantastic this afternoon. Bedgood's got 4 goals. Bennett's got 4 goals. How good has Mitch Bennett been this afternoon? He's been very good. They win the clearance through Marriott. This is Leongatha. Kicks towards half forward. No one can mark. Comes to ground level. Walker jumps on. Chrissy Dunn and will get a ball up half forward flank of the Eagles build. Yeah, Brown was the third man up. Thumped it inside his 50, but the numbers there for the Eagles. We know Brett Millington, the president for the Maffra side, is not here this afternoon, but he will be tuning in. Well, I think your boys are on their way. They're 15 points in front, and Caden is about to explode inside his forward 50. He's had 3 bounces, 4 bounces, into the pocket, hard up along the boundary line. Can you believe it? Caden has kicked an absolute cracking goal. And there's your Monticella's magical moment of this afternoon in the TRFM Gippsland League Grand Final. The Eagles are home, and Caden has got his second.
What an absolute superstar, Caden just took them all on, bounce, hard up on the boundary line, backed himself in with a poise, and he's put it on through and he sealed the game today for the Eagles.
Down to the boys at ground level. The Eagles boys are up and about. Well, we play out time. 29 minutes have gone. Half off the half back was Tamata. Noble just kicks it off the ground. There's Borshman for the Eagles. His quick kick comes out wide, and going back was Tom Jolly. With courage and strength, the young fella took the mark. He got it out wide towards Channing. Channing's on centre wing. He kicks it backwards. This is the party time now for the Eagles, and the siren goes, and the Maffra Eagles, well, they've won their 8th premiership in 15 years of football, and what a great club the Maffra side is. The final score here in this 2016 TRFM Gippsland League Grand Final, it's Maffra 13-10-88, have defeated a gallant Leongatha 9 goals 13, 67, and you can take your hat off to Wayne Butcher. He didn't make it last year. They reassessed, they changed their game plan up. They had the perfect game plan this afternoon to knock off the minor premiers in Leongatha, and all credit goes to that Maffra Eagles side.
Just a huge effort out there by the Maffra side to be able to go out and execute the game plan to beat the Parrots as they have through the 2 finals so far this year. They are the deserved premiers for 2016 in the TRFM Gippsland League. They had winners all across. It was an epic battle. Hats off to Leongatha. They tried hard, they put it all to work out there. They left nothing out there on the ground today, but this Maffra side were able to execute when it counted in the last 10 or 15 minutes. They were able to put it all together. They kicked 4 out of the last 3 goals. Daniel Bedgood, we asked him to stand up, he did. He's kicked 4. Mitch Bennett, the gun recruit into the side, he's bobbed up. He's kicked 4. A master stroke again by the coach in Wayne Butcher. Congratulations to the Maffra Eagles Premiers 2016.
Nah, I know. No, he's playing. Cheers, sweetie, thanks.
2016 CRFM Gippsland League Grand Final. The CRFM Gippsland League would like to thank its major partners, CRFM, AJA, Hollywood Fans, McDonald's, Ryan Dyers, and Extra Dons in Sport, right throughout 2016. Congratulations to those teams, and well done to Maffra Football up to premiers. I would now like to call along Graham Leongatha for the South Gippsland umpires presenting the medallions to the officiating umpires. The seniors grand final, your fifth umpires. Ryan Leongatha, James Brown, Murray Leach. Your county umpires, Hamish Whitcroft, and David Pitts, along with go umpires, Paul Fowler, and your emergency umpires, yes, I would now like to call to the stage to present the Stan Aitken Memorial Medal to the player judge best on ground today as decided by the CRFM Gippsland Live full team. And the Stan Aitken Medal goes to Mitch Bennett. Travis Switzer to announce the player judge best on ground by the umpires after the match. As the award goes to Trent Noble. Shall we start? We'll start with number 1, Dylan Alexander. Number 2, David Adams. Number 3, Jared Rossi. Number 4, Sam Walker.
First of all, just commiserations to the Leongatha boys. I've been there before and I feel it's not good, but I'm sure we'll come back bigger and better next year, so all the best. To our boys, sensational. Come together about 3 weeks ago and haven't put a foot wrong since. It's just been, no one deserves it more. And lastly to our supporters who come out every week. The street was red and black all week. We love you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks. First of all, I'd like to thank Bale and the Leongatha Footy Club. I mean, you've been the yardstick all year, Bale. I know we've got you on top, John got me yesterday. It's pretty hard work up there waiting for people to knock you off. I think you've done a great job. The boys were good today, and congratulations on the year. So well done, mate. Like to thank the umpires. Hard job, did a good job today. It's a really hard job, grand final. All the other sides in the comp as well. I mean, Leongatha and us are lucky to be here today, but you can't have a comp with 2 sides. So for the rest of the team, well done for their work. Yeah, my support staff, thanks boys, great job. I've got a lot of support staff, couldn't do it on my own. Trainers, everybody, supporters, like Sam said, thanks for turning up. Turn up tonight as well because I think that might be fun. And the boys, we've had an up and down year. We've had a young side. I think we had 6 losses for the year. And we really dug deep over the last month. Really dug deep and stayed together. We had a hard month, but we had a good month. And it was all worth it now today, boys. I think congratulations on your effort. Really great job.
The General Manager of the TRFM League Major sponsor, Graham Johnston, to present the Premiership Cup to the Maffra Football
First, boys, I'd like to call Julie Varney up to hold this cup up because we did it for Jack today, and I think Molly's definitely going to do that, Julie.
Give us a song!